Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the entire world. Good afternoon from my location, my president, Maazị Nnamdi Okukano. Good afternoon to you, my prime minister, Maazị Nnamdi Okukano. My prime minister, Simon Ebanjoko. Good afternoon to you, the chief of staff, the surrogates, the mandate, protest the mandate, Doctor, Deputy Prime Minister, Ngozi Orabueze. I salute you from my location. And I also salute all the Biafra armies, those the government are calling to come out from the bush and stay on the road. In all of you, from the existing protocol of the world of chain and command, I salute you all from my location. Good morning. Yes, my people of Biafra, this is your own Biafra TV, live and direct. We are here once again this afternoon from my location, which might not be afternoon from your location. So I salute and I greet all of well-meaning Biafrans, lovers of freedom, haters of freedom. I greet you all to come. As we are going to do justice to UN, UK, EU, US with their international law. Let us know that this international law, is it fraud? Is it something that there is people that will benefit from it? And why others will not benefit from it? That is what we are about to check out today. And also ask them, if this their law is for only for the color white, then when it comes to color black, the self-determination, the international law charters and treaties is now being thrown away and treat us like we are not human. That is why we're here today to ask them, if there is restriction from them to us, we want to ask them questions for them to answer us because of what? Things that is going on in Nigeria about the killing of the indigenous people all over what they called Nigeria, that the meaning of Nigeria is a death sentence to every humanity, to every indigenous people. So, we want to ask the world this question. Moreover, the authorities, we want to ask them if the UN Charter is real or fake, or being favored one color of people. We want also to ask them if multi-video convention is being favored one color. We want to ask UN if Geneva Convention, there is special people that those laws meant for, or is it holistically to everything called human being and with their rights? That is the question that we are here this afternoon from my location to ask Let them tell us. And if they say that the law of Montevideo Convention, that the law of UN Charter, that the law of Geneva Convention, that the law of Vienna Convention, that all these shatter law they are tell us that this is what we have to do is real. What is going on? Are they not seeing? They also told us that there is things that will lead for people to seek to live for their own country. And they say what's happening. A group of people can come back and say, yes, we want to have our own country. Let us see if those things are not happening right now all over the world. And if those things are currently happening in a particular country called Nigeria, that means death sentence to the indigenous people, why are they not implement those laws and give people automatic rights for them to have their own freedom, for them to govern themselves, for them to protect themselves, for them to rule themselves and stop the killing and maintain the human rights that is under these laws, under this body of the content of the Charter laws, international and all what's not. We have to ask this question. We want an answer, because what we are seeing that is happening, we have gone around the charters and treaties, international law and the UN, Montevideo Convention, Geneva Convention, Vienna Convention, and the order of them all, the UN Charter. We find out that in our own, that this law or the rights they give under all this law is not for the black people. Because if the law is for the black people, what is that thing that France is doing in Africa? If it is true, what is that thing that Britain is doing in Nigeria? And if it is true, why are they muting for all the inhuman abuses, all the inhuman rights abuse, all the intimidation, all the killing that is going on in North, in Benue, every part of that thing called Nigeria? Are they not hearing the cries of mothers and fathers and children? What the bandits doing in Nigeria with the name of Nigeria government? That is why we are here to ask the right of the people. And you told us what will happen, things that are going to happen, that people may decide to have their own country. Now, you also say such a thing. When the people decide to have their own country, why are you not recognizing them? And you put a criteria. When the people decide made those criteria, why are you shying away? This is why we want to ask you and give you videos of what is happening in Nigeria, and they now come back and read those your laws and the things that you said when all these things start happening, that people are about to live and have their own country, to maintain their own culture, to maintain their own economy, to maintain their own political criteria, political geography, and protect their entire land or the entire border. Why is it not inclusive in the people when it comes to black people? Moreover, when it comes to the Biafran people, why all this your law are not representing us? Why this your law is not representing the black people like I? Why your law is intimidation to me, even when I speak? And into that, all those your laws, you know that we have free will of speak. That to speak is free, right to speak or right to speech. Anyone who decide to do, you come after us. Rather, instead of that we are allowed to protect us in countries where we are for our self-determination, then your law will be against us. Then they will treat us like a common criminals. We want to know if this were law that was meant for only color whites as people. We want to come out openly. But if it's not, what we are seeing is unbearable. What we are seeing is imaginable to us. We cannot condone it anymore because the killing that is going on in our land, in our territory, in our border, the inhuman treatment is too much on us. So, UN, UK, EU, US, and the UN, what did you stand for? Did you only stand for the right of the whites? Did you only stand for the right of the white people? It's a question that we are calling for an answer. We need an answer from you. Because we did not see any evidence that all these laws stand for the people of color black, including the Biafran people who has fought a genocidal war against Nigeria in 1967 to 1970. Those things that leads into this war is happening, is over happening right now, more than the way it happened, more than what happened in 1967 to 1970. So the Biafran people in the color of black is asking questions that we need an answer from you. America, UK, Russia, China, the evil France, and the Finland, the new colonialism master in this our 21st century. We are asking these questions. What is human rights? And you are the one who even documented things that when they are happening, that a group of people that feel intimidated and have evidence to prove it has their right to free themselves with a new country, form their own new country. So we are asking questions. Your law under Geneva Convention, your law under UN Charter, your law under Montevideo Convention, your law under Vienna Convention about human rights, is it for the black people? We call for an answer. If it is, what is France building military base in African countries? If it is true, why are you not protecting the black people in the country where they are, like Simon Ebanjoko, who exercised his rights under the self-determination, being a Biafran, and you allow Finland to take him away from us, to silence his voice, treat him like a common criminal, somebody who is fighting under self-determination to defend his people, to protect his people, that Nigeria cannot be able to protect. We are asking, we are calling on you. If this your law is only for you, tell us. Then we will know that nothing unites us together. Rather, all of you are field organs. You are the one that colonize the world. That you do what you want. Then you give people that you want to give, and support those you want to support. Why are you discriminating people? Why this your law is not free for the black people? Why all these laws of human rights, self-determination, self-defense, Why is it not working for people people that their color are black? Because we can testify through that with all the evidence of what is going on in Nigeria. People are dying. The indigenous people are killing every day. And you pretended as if you are not seeing what is going on. That is why we ask questions to UN, UK, US, EU, and other international countries in the world, that your international law, why is it not working for black people? Why are you intimidating the people of black? Why, when someone stood up to defend his people, like Muammar Gaddafi, you killed him, chased him away? Today, Ibrahim Traore becomes your enemy because he is defending and want to build his own country, protect his people like you. Rather, you sponsored, you will penalize the enemies to go after his country to make it insecurity in Africa. Why can't you stay away from us? Let us be. Even your partiality, even go to in terms of football, the way you treat African people is unacceptable. It simply means that all the things you claim that is for the right of every human being are only meant for you. When it's come to you, the right must be. I remembered when a lady, a woman who is the last vice president of America, in the fight between Russia and Ukraine, in the gathering of summits, you told people of Russia, that is the people of Ukraine, that is their inalienable right to form the alliance and choose those they want to govern their land and those they want to make their friend. But when it's come to black people, you meet yourself. You call it internal conflict. You call it internal affair. And the way those bad leaders are there, destroying the youth. They said that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. Do you know that in Africa, is of recent, under military takeover, that young men came up to lead his people? It becomes people of 90s, 80s. When are these leaders of tomorrow will come up? When you keep on suppressing them down. Go to Nigeria today. Those in the affairs of Nigeria are the same people. The old monkeys, the old fools, the old chimpanzees are there without sense of innovation. Without sense of innovation. Without creativity. Are destroyed Africa and we are suffering. That is why today African people are all over the country in the world. Because of what? Have you asked yourself why Africans are in all over your country and paying you tax? How many of your citizens are living in our own country? If it is good for them to live, send them there. If it is good for what is happening in Africa, why not send your people over there to go and live? And why are you, when something happens, you will tell your people, don't travel to such country in Africa, do not get to go and live. But we are the one migrating to your own country and seeking for refuge in your hand. Why do you build refugee camps for us in your countries? Why are you giving us asylum? Why your own children are not taking asylum in our own countries? That is why we are asking questions. That is why we are sound where we are sound, because we are tired of this your concussion laws. that favors some people. The people of Africa has rise up to chase. We're asking all of you, America, UN, EU, the 5 world powers, which are China, France, London or UK, Russia. What happens? Did any of our country from Africa have a military base in your country? We are asking on all of you, did any of our color have a military base in your country? What is your military base doing in Africa? To suppress us down, to prove that we are not okay, to prove that we are not okay to reason, to govern ourselves, or to secure ourselves. But you are the one bringing people to come and fight and kill the indigenous people in their ancestral land. That is what you do, with evidence in our hand. And today, the color black of Biafran people has rose up and said enough is enough. That we cannot continue with this inhuman treatment. That we are going to govern our own to stop the inhuman treatment. Then, why are you coming after us? You fought for your own freedom. You fought for your own freedom. All of you. There was a time America becomes a new country. There is where all of you out from. Why, when we are outing from those who are suppressing us, those who are giving us inhuman treatment, those who abuse us, those who refuse us to use our mineral resources to build our own side, and you come against us. You call us terrorists. You call us rebel. You call us all manner of names. We are asking you why. But what happens to you? You come out and say it's inalienable rights. The inalienable right is what we are asking US, asking UN, asking UK, asking EU, asking all the authorities. Why is your law is not to save us? Why these laws are only for the white people? Why is it that when someone stood up to fight for the freedom of his people, like the way all of you have your freedom and things are well with you, you come against us? The reason why the Biafran people stood up why? Yes, my friend Mark, why your laws, the Montevideo Convention, the Geneva Convention, the UN Charter, the Vienna Convention, where we said that every human being has a right to live. Why are the law are not favoring us? Is my question, Mark. Now, what is happening in our own African countries and what is happening in Nigeria? Why are you not people interfere to stop it? Let me give you a video of what is happening in our country, Mark, because you are a white man. Let me give you an example. What is happening in Nigeria? Why that Simon Ekpa is fighting for a Biafra? Why that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for a Biafra? And he was kidnapped in Nigeria, broke international law. Kidnapped him in Kenya. Brother Mike. Nigeria broke law. kidnap our president, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They kidnap him in Kenya by force, bring him to Nigeria for over 5 years, keep him in DSS dungeon. And you do nothing. What is the essence of your territorial integrity? What is those things, that law that if your country breaks it, you have to sanction them, revoke their mandate? What is those things, bro, Mike? I'm asking because you are old man. You are old enough. Why is it that you people did not, your law is not protecting us, rather is killing black people? A black are seen like animal. You have 2 eyes, I have. You have 2 ears, I have. You have 1 head, I have. You have 10 fingers, I have it. Why can't you allow us to live? Why are you people supporting killing? Why are people sponsoring killing? We're penalizing people in Africa to be killing themselves every day. Brother Mike, before you go on, I want to show you a video. Why I am sounding this way. I want to show you some video what is going on. I want you to see some videos that is trending. Brother Mike, see this one is in Africa. It's in Nigeria happening. Mass burial of 51 people that Nigeria government sponsored by bandits are killing people. They are burying. This is mass burial of 51 people. Look at it here. YouTube, please. I have no right, no power over this music. To stop it. Look at it here. Mike, I am, because you are a white man. And you put a comment on this comment section. I am asking you, look at it. This human being like you, they have 2 eyes like you, they have 2 ears like you, they have the same size of nose you have, they talk like human being, they are not, no. They have 10 fingers, they have 2 legs like you, they walk, they are not crying on ground. But look at what is going on. Can this happen to your country? Brother Mike, when I called you, you answered me. I want you to see these videos. Let me bring more of this. You will see what is happening. Why we are sounding this way, that your law is not protecting us.
That last year, over 500,000 Christians were killed in Nigeria just in 1 year by Muslims. More people dying in Nigeria than are dying in Palestine. Listen, I can tell you that last year, over 500,000 Christians were killed in Nigeria just in 1 year by Muslims.
And today, the white people are after Ibrahim Traore, the young man who stood up to defend his country and defend his people and give them a better life. That is, the people will not be traveling all around. Rather, that they will be living in their country and be comfortable, okay. Ibrahim Traore come to provide food for the people of their country. He come to give them security, good hospital. Do you know that in Nigeria, no good hospital, that when Nigeria politicians are sick, they fly to your countries to treat themselves? That is why what is France doing in Africa? What is Macron doing in Africa? Today, look at a failed state called Nigeria. that mean that sentence to the indigenous people that are killing his own people instead of protecting them. People that Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali chase away from their country with their military, Nigeria is bringing them. They want to build their military base in Nigeria. What is that thing that you people see in Africa that you could not allow us to breathe? That is the question. Yes, the stupid leaders we have, those old fools, go and check Nigeria. What is the age of their president? Now, in a countries where you see innovation, where they are building up right now, is where the young men has taken over. Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Senegal. Things are turning around over there, right? Because the young, vibrant men are there doing the needful for their people. They know the value of their people. They know what their people want in this 21st century, to stop asking you for the aid. For how long these white people want black people to ask for them aid for all our life? Why we are the one who has who has those things that will come in our land, still by itself, still on our side, and go to your own and use it to manufacture something good, and you are still giving us aid. Who is cheating who? We are calling on all the whites in our land to leave Africa. We are calling all the white people to leave Africa, leave us alone. We are not holding. Rather, when we come to your country, we peacefully obey your law, have your documents in your country, pay our tax and our rates, pay for our houses, pay our lights and everything. But for us, it's no. That is why Britain, all of you who are coming in our country in the centuries of 20s and 90s, none of you come with passports. You just landed. You are God. You are Allah. That is how you see yourself. Then you maneuver us. But remember that all the inhuman treatment that you people meted for our father, you people must rise and beg for forgiveness and stay off our countries. Allow us to rule ourselves. Allow us to decide what we want. Because we know what we want. It is sad. You know things are messing up when a former president dies in a foreign hospital. They like to go to France for medical check-up. Exactly, my brother from Africa. Where is brother Mike? Who said you can't take it the way I am telling you about your laws? Have you disappeared? Why are you people full of injustice, inhuman treatment? Why are people discriminating people and underrating people? The generation you see in Africa, we will not allow it. We will not condole any of you in our countries. Enough is enough. The one you have been taken from 20 centuries is enough. But in this 21st century, we are going to defend our mineral resources and need to build our own, to become a better place more than you. You are longer throat, your greediness is what you care for. That is why Britain came in 1914. They came before 1914 and start fighting people that live on their own. Britain come in, start fighting people that live on their own, in their own ancestral home. After they have conquered the warriors of Ekumeku, they conduct amalgamation in 1914. That is the history of Nigeria. Without no war, without no fight, but all of you fighted each other before you can be able to stretch your borders and boundaries. But when we do it, you tag us name, criminals, terrorists, insurgency, rebel. That is what we are getting from. But your Montevideo Convention is there. Your Geneva Convention is there. Your Vienna Convention is there. Your UN charter is also there, but when it's come to black people, it's been covered and closed. Become dumb, it's no longer working. But when it's come to only you, it works. That is why you allow killing happening all over the country, and also you are the one weaponizing the people to be clean themselves. It's all over in the village, going viral. We don't want you anymore.
Nigerians, remember the video I made 3 days ago, Abi? That was on Sunday. Abi, mark my word. I am seeing Yoruba separate, Biafra separate.
Yes, that is where we are. We are on the mission. We are not going to accept your inhuman treatment. Look at our leader. Listen to him.
The only thing that can bring me back to life is Biafra.
Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the president of Biafra, he was kidnapped.
Without freedom, not just freedom. As I said before, I traveled to England to study for a reason and for a purpose. You cannot tell me that in England they have gas piped all the way from the Scottish gas fields. There is 24 hours a day electricity. There is gas. If you're homeless or if you're unemployed, the government can give you what is called housing benefit. You can pay your rent and live in a decent home. They also give you money to feed as well.
That's what you do.
If I cannot do those things for my people, then my life is meaningless. So as I am right now, I'm already dead. I'm only waiting for Biafra to revive me and to resuscitate me.
Do you hear it?
And I feel and I do pray that most other Africans should feel the way that I do. Because Africa is a failure because we failed to address the core and the key issues affecting our lives. We intend to change that. And by the grace of God Almighty in heaven, we shall be successful. My life doesn't matter anymore. What matters is Biafra. Everything else is irrelevant. And the zoo government, they know it. Everything is irrelevant. The only thing that matters to me, God is my witness, is Biafra, nothing more. I don't have a car. I have nothing. The only promise I said to God is, give me Biafra, that's all. I don't want anything else. What am I doing with money? What am I doing with cars? I don't need them. But Biafra, I do need.
I hope for people
Nigerians
who are the words UN, because he wants to give us the life that you give to your citizens. That is why he was kidnapped. That is why he's in dungeon for 5 good years and suffering. And his health is going down every day through the hands of Nigeria government with their so-called DSS, the Boko Haram DSS. Because of he want to give us a good life that you have already given your people, and he studied in your country, so he know the value that how you value your citizens, that he want those things to happen to us. He want to give us a life where you can even come tour in our own country and experience how we live and how things is turning up. And you colluded with Nigeria. It's a high time that the people of Biafra stood up and protest, tell Kenya to provide Mazen Nnamdi Kanu who come to their country. That thing the judge and said, oh, we didn't do it well, it wasn't enough. Now that after you have said that Nigeria kidnapped, you were supposed to go after that person that was kidnapping you and bring him back to your country. We have many work to do. And we have come to do the work. It's a high time that we look at people that Biafra who live in Kenya to ask Kenya government to provide Mazen Nnamdi Kanu who was taken away from their country, from Kenya. They kidnapped him in Kenya in 2021. Kenya to bring him back to their country because Nigeria broke their law to kidnap him. Nigeria broke the law of Kenya on international communities before they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the president of United States of Biafra. There is many work to do. Kenya people should go out and protest and ask for life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who your government colluded, collect bribe from Nigeria. And do you know that that small that Kenya promised to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as rights, as mean that they betrayed his right? It simply means is the money that Nigeria used to bribe is what they're giving Nigeria back. Kenya government. We are calling Dr. Masanga, the Pan-Africanist, to mobilize people of Kenya to demand for a foreigner who come to their country and another country come into their country and kidnap him. Even in all over the country and abroad, reaching to Kenya offices, Kenya branches, and do what? And protest for Kenya to provide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because when the people of Kenya is fighting, their grandfather run into an Igbo man, Nnamdi Azikiwe, and he saved him. But when our own run into them, they colluded with Nigeria, kidnap him and bring him back. And you are telling us, oh, we have given him a ransom for kidnapping him. No, we don't need that evil money. What we need is for you to provide it, bring him back to your country. Bring him back. That is why we said that the law that UN, EU, UK, US, and all of them are not doing what they're supposed to do. What do people want in Biafra land? Why are people not demanding immediately? You know how to go and get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, send him to Kenya first. Then from there, we will start. It's coming like network. When it comes, we say it the way it is. Olivoso, you're welcome. What the world is doing to us, we are asking them question. If their law under Montevideo Convention 1933, under Geneva Convention 1949 as amended, under Vienna Convention 1978 and UN Charter and articles, if it's real, if these laws, this body that controls the countries of the world, if what is there is true, is for also a save for a black, it can save a black man. It's only for the white people. What is happening to us is bigger than what is happening in Hamas. And we must tell the truth. Look at all that is happening. In all this that is happening, what is your stand? Why are you not doing what you're supposed to do? The mass killing, the mass burial.
You see?
Look at what you are doing
right now.
Oga Mike.
I know they
look at you, what you are doing. Sponsoring jihadis, sponsoring killing. Look at this is a white man. Look at it. Do you see that?
In this country.
That is who you are.
Those people that they have used money and bribe.
You see it?
That's why you cannot.
We have evidence.
Do something that liberate your country.
Leave Africa. Stop sponsoring clean Africa. Leave us alone. Stop bringing in security in Africa through our evil leaders, the old fools.
Citizen of Nigeria.
Yes.
Killing them for no just cost. Only you have the power. You have everything. Nobody is dragging that power with you. Still, you use that power to suppress the citizen of Nigeria. And tomorrow, you also be arguing with me, abusing me inside my page, inside the page I suffer for. I open my page because of all these atrocities that are happening in this
country. Look at it, the headquarters of white man inside bush, weaponizing weapon to to bandits
in northern Nigeria.
and Boko Haram. People are dying.
Nigeria belongs to you, belongs to us.
It's not white man, is this?
Anything that comes out into this country will press you and I down here and will kill us, take away our lives.
That is it.
So let's support this country.
Leave Africa alone.
Thank you. They're playing for sabotage. At the game, we are now going to write to banks all over the world to give us the bank accounts of every Fulani criminal, including the Bakari family.
Okay.
I bless you. This.
So we are.
A promise and a pledge we are making to them. They must understand that we just don't love our country. We are.
This is why they kidnap him. Because he wants freedom for his people. He wants the Igbos, the Biafran people, to be free from the hands of these killers, the hands of these old fools who gonna serve president. That is why he was in detention, incarceration, in dungeon for over 5 years. And we have made the promise. We have come to take our freedom. Yes, my brother. Freedom is not being taken. It's being taken.
ISWAP don't release the video of how they take and attack Nigerian army on Thursday.
Listen.
That Thursday date now 23 of October 2025.
Listen.
Today is Saturday, the 25th of October 2025.
You see something?
So ISWAP released this video yesterday night around 11 p.m. in the night. Now they released this video of
ISWAP in Nigeria.
On Nigeria.
What a white man is building in Nigeria. In Nigeria.
You know, say,
to kill the innocent people.
Celebrate victories of Nigerian army for Katarko. We celebrated victory of Nigerian army for Mafa.
Now politics, my brother.
Attack on Dikwe. This attack happened on Thursday.
Listen.
You know, understand? You know, say I promise you, anything where they happen for this side, I will keep it up to speed. The media will not show it. They will never tell you. But me, the English Alhaji, trust me, I got you covered. So they just released the video, but a short clip, on how they take attack Nigerian army for Dikwe. According to ISWAP, they say they unalived 3 soldiers. They unalived 3 soldiers for that attack. They injured 7 soldiers for that attack. Even the governor of Borno State confirmed the attack, say true, now what happened. But according to the governor of Borno State, which is Governor Zulu, he said this attack for Dikwe will happen so. Now the ISWAP they use a drone. Now drone they take attack our military for that Dikwe. I go play the clip, the small clip. Not too long. I will just play the small clip here. Make una watch how they take attack Nigerian army.
This is it. That's what we are crying for. That we don't it anymore. Allow us to control ourselves. I'll stop sponsoring this too, because we are not sponsoring it in your country. What is your gain? What is your gain? You told us that there is things that we will do when this is happening, that a group of people are free to form their own country. When the leaders forming their own country, like Mazen Nandekano, Simon, you go after them. When Ibrahim Traore is building Burkina Faso to be a country that depend on their own, that they don't want your aid, you come after him. For how long? We, Africa, must stand up to chase away these individuals. Africa, we have given solution also to stop what is going on. The solution is to recognize United States of Biafra as a full country. By then, we will put our heads together. Africa dies because there is no Biafra. Once Biafra is here, all Africa will rise. That is why the world is against us. That is why when we go to self-defense to have our own country, they come after us. But when they're on their own doing it, it becomes right of the people that must be protected. But for us, it's not. That's why I told you that we have come across to checkmate all your laws and find out that your laws is only for you. It's not for us. When it's come to us, some So the only the one that you are benefiting from is working. Then the one that people are fighting for their new country will benefit is not working. That one will be out of the road. But the one that will favors you is the one that is working. We are calling on you to desist from this calamity that might befall you back. Because the law of karma is real. Remember that karma is real. Karma will catch up with all these white people one day. The law of karma is real. It will catch up with all of you one day if you do not remove your hand in our country. Please, my people, I ask you to please like and share the program. Touch your hand on the like button. If it is your first time coming under this platform, we are here to expose all the international laws. That is why we are here. Nothing more than that. If your first time coming, you will, in front of your right eyes, you will see a 3 dots that is there. Just click on that 3 dots, it will open. You will see like and share. Also, this is Biafra TV. You can also subscribe. Turn up your notifications so you know whatever we are bringing our message, so you can be able to receive the message. If you never hit the like button. Let this video go viral. That we don't want them anymore in our country. Africa, rise up. Africa, rise up. Africa, unite together. Join Ibrahim what they are doing. Join Burkina Faso. Join Senegal. Join Niger. And all of them that are on the right track. Do not join these evil entities, the old fools who are denying some African country are a corner when the old kill the young. That is why no young man becoming a president freely by vote. It's not happened of recent. It is by force. We, the Biafran people, who have made our official declaration of a new country called United States of Biafra that exit Nigeria on November 29, 2024. We have rose up, we have taken it by force. We are only seeking for recognition, both from Africa, Asia, and Europe, to be a country, to help to stop the world in what they're doing in our country. Those who claim to be one love one Nigeria. I want to remind you one thing, that today Nigeria has signed security contract with France. France that Burkina Faso chased away. France that Niger and Mali chased away. And Senegal chased away in their land. That is the one that Nigeria is doing. That is how you know a first state. We are asking France, what is this thing that France keep in Africa that they could not allow Africa to breathe? They could not allow us to enjoy our mineral resources. Why are they weaponizing the Boko Harams to penetrate any countries and destroy the indigenous people? Why is France causing insecurity in Africa? Is the question. Why is France causing insecurity in Africa? France, leave us alone. When we talk, you come to arrest us, silence our voice. But you will not arrest all of us at the same time. More thousands of Mazin Nankan has come out. More thousands of Mas Simon Eba is out. More thousands of Ibai Toure is out. If you don't want you to know that, you do nothing. Leave our land. Leave our countries. Remove your military base. I want Africa to answer this question. Where in the world did Africa build a military base? In Asia, in Europe? Can you answer me? Where? That the way these white people building military bases in our country, why not we build like that in their own? If they say that the era of the colonialism has passed, it's never passed. That is why you see our country and having your military base. Why we don't have? You don't use passport to come in our own. You come in how you want, but we must pass through passport and visa. You have committed more atrocity in Africa. It's a time you go. But if you didn't go, this current 21st century youth must chase people away from our countries. That's why we must rise up. That is why we must rise up. Forming a new country is not prohibited under your law. But leader rising up to fight for a new country to build it up becomes prohibited. Why? You give instances how a new country, what will happen, people will decide to form a new country. Then, while the leaders rose up to form that new country to stop those injustices, those inhuman treatments that are met on Amazon and the camp, and all the Biafran people and all the indigenous people in so-called Nigeria, people in the north, people in the Benue, people in Kastewa, everywhere is bleeding. Everywhere is bleeding. But when people stood up to start injustice, you take them, you arrest them, you beat them down, you kill them, you prison them, you give them all kind of bad names. Why is your law is only favored you people alone? Why is the law of the world you created by yourself, why is it favored only white people? Africa must form their own law. Africa must form their own law that guides Africa. That is only when we will get it right. People should join hands and recognize United States of Biafra for all these things to be accomplished, because we are the light of Africa. We are the savior of Africa. That is why in the era of Second World War, they told our African brothers, do not allow these people to become a country. If they will create more country in Africa. That is how they deceived people after Second World War II. Let's go and check history. So we are going to touch one or two things about the law, about how the things they said when this thing is happened to old country like Nigeria. If this kind of thing is happening, that people are free to form a new country. Please, on this junction, remember today is Sunday. Happy Sunday to all of you. That I'm not being happy because of what is going on, what the white people are doing to us. They want us to become slave to them forever, and they say that they have ended slavery era. It's never ended. If it has ended, what is them doing in Africas? What are they doing there? If they said it have ended, we African people must rise up to chase away the white people with their military bases in our land, because that military bases means that the era of slave has never ended. If it has ended, how many Africans build military base in Europe? Tell me that country in Africa that build military base in Europe. Let us look into that. Tell me that African country who builds military base in all the Europe. Can you tell me one? Comment section, please. I want to know. Maybe if you're my son to be corrected. Give me one African country who any country in the Europe allowed to build or controlling the affairs of those people. It's only in Africa that when time of president, they will go to London, just a Chatham House. That simply means they are still in charge. You give us criteria to become a new country. You also told us when we are seeing all this kind of a thing, that people that feeling that way, that thing is happening to their side, is free to form a new country, for them to self-defense and defend themselves. Yes, my brother, none. Thank you so much. Craig, okay. You're welcome, my brother. There is things that they ask us that when we are seeing in the present country where we are, that is happening, that we are free to form a new country. For that new country is under self-determination, so we can be able to protect our life, save our border, and save our country and our people also. But when we go towards that, they come against us. Please, the program is open for phone call. If you want to call, the number to call is +9 7 3 60 51 337. Again, +9 7 3 60 51 337. You are free to call. I see you, Kevin Onyeziokwu, my brother. You are welcome to this platform. As long as the world and Africa are not allowing Biafrans to be free, Africa will continue to go down, and the world will not know peace. Exactly. That is why I said Biafra is the light, Biafra, bright of Africa. Biafra, bright of Africa. Until you allow Biafra to be a country, then the light will shine. Because we understand the value of life, and we respect every right of every human being. That is why in the after Second World War, they gathered meeting against the Biafran and said no. And if you allow them, they are going to make everyone to become free on their own. It's not what you want it's supposed to be. Life is supposed to be all about free. But the white man proved to us that it's no longer all about free. Rather, it is by force. That is why Britain amalgamated Nigeria. Nigeria means death sentence to every indigenous people. You will be sleeping in your house, and in the morning you are gone. That is death sentence. I told you a video right here. 51 people being buried one day. What is the offense? They went inside the house to sleep. In the morning, they're all slaughtered by Nigeria banditry. UK, you said you are giving Nigeria highest aid in the world. Your aid is giving them. Look at what they use the aid to do. UK, stop giving Nigeria aid. So stop killing indigenous people. The aid you are giving Nigeria is to kill all indigenous people. Stop giving them the aid. Stop giving the human resources, the human resources or human help. Stop. You see every day play now. After they have said they are going to attack some group of banditry, they come back, attack a military base and wipe the military away. We will show you what they use the aid you are giving to them to acquire, because you know how much one of it cost. You also know how much those jeep cost. You know how much is those healers that they are brandishing outside in Nigeria, where you are giving aid. The Nigeria you are giving aid, no good hospital, no good school, no road, no light, no food, all kind of poverty is killing people, no light. And you are giving them, you are happy, open up, and you are giving them aid. We are here to inform you that that aid you are giving to them is for the banditry.
My people, we don't enter. We don't enter.
Look at it. What is France doing in Africa?
France army, when Burkina Faso, when they pursue through.
Okay, now.
When Niger here, that's where they go. They want us to see already. People like people when they wake up from Niger. Niger throw away France, lock their door, throw away keep for bush. Other countries, they try to throw away France for their country. Now Nigeria, they embrace them, they come back.
You see?
France want to build military base for Nigeria. Una go here just now, my people. They want to help Nigeria. What they want to help Nigeria do, I don't know. Una know say na so France 19 people they go they take care of it. That time when Buhari they don't know let any one. When Buhari they go England. It be like say something pursue Tinubu for England. So now France they be base. He no carry if he's one carry, they go carry. When they got this man from Russia. He no go carry for this kind of they talk. If I talk, they go carry for China or for North Korea. All those other people where at least when they never see get bad this thing for their hand. Now France, because now dead in the second house. Now,
let me tell you, my sister, he bring them to use them to fight Biafran people. for them to continue taking our gold, our oil. That is why he's bringing them. He's not bringing them to the Boko Harams, no, because the Boko Harams are working for him. He's bringing these people, he's bringing France to use their weapon to fight against the Biafran people. But we will shock all of you. France, ịkụrụ aka na tipabu akpa aja. Nke a ga mono mesia, ọ na-amara na ọ dụrụ izi. That is, see what is happening everywhere.
As we are talking right now, more than 1,000 military people, more than 1,000 military men have surrounded Anambra. Like,
because of the election,
is filled with military.
This is only what we are seeing.
Everywhere you took head officers, everywhere you took head.
That is what we are seeing.
They are trooping in, like,
we are going to shock all of you.
I managed to get this small video.
We are taking our freedom by force. Nobody will stop us. Look at it. What's the aid UK is giving to Nigeria and America? It causes the death of indigenous people.
Their homes, and yet, even despite all of these hardships, they haven't lost their faith. So you and I, we cannot stand silent in the West here.
That's why we are shouting.
You do realize this, that the news isn't talking about these horrible, terrible things that are happening in Nigeria right now. The news stations are silent, but we as Christians, we must not be silent. So I want you right now to share this video, to go and get yourself educated, to look at what's happening in Nigeria right now, and to support them. I challenge every single Christian listening right now, would you give your tithe this month to a donation to the people of Nigeria?
If you give, it is not going to reach their hand. Nigeria will collect it from the hand. The bishop will come and collect it. The Christian and stupid association will come and collect it. And the Nigerian government, Nigeria will use and buy ammunition to kill the indigenous people. That is why we are telling you
the incessant persecution of.
If you want to open your girlfriend's WhatsApp,
everywhere, killing. That is what they use the aid that you have given to them to acquire. That is why. That is what we are passing through. That is why we the Biafran people, stood up on November 29, 2024 to make a real declaration of United States of Biafra as a new country, as a solution to stop the killing of indigenous people in Nigeria and all over. We are going to stop it. And we have what it takes. That is why we are seeking for this international recognition. Only talk is not enough. We are talking, but we brought the solution to you. If you have recognized Biafra from November 20, 2024 to this day, a lot of things could have turned around and changed, because all this is happening because of Nigeria cannot protect the border, because the agenda is to Islamize all of us. And we refuse to be Islamized. We refuse to be what? Islamized. That is why they are killing the Christian. That is why the Christians are dying in the hands of Boko Haram. A lot is going on. A lot is happening. That's why we are calling on all of you to stop giving Nigeria aid. Everywhere is Boko Haram. They are working freely. But we that want to stop it, stop them to be killing our people, the government of the other countries come after us and silence our mouths. That is why we said that the law, all your laws and charters and all of them are not for us. That is why we will not respect it anymore. Because how can we be respecting what is killing us? In the Montevideo Convention, you said a criteria to be a new country is permanent population, a defined territory, effective government, government capacity to enter inside treaty and sign agreement. We have met all those criteria. What is holding you to recognize us? We have met every criteria you ask us to meet. We have a permanent population. We even overmet. We on our own conduct our own self-referendum. We calculated over 50 million of Biafran people giving their mandate that they want a new country called United States of Biafra. We have effective governments. We have defined our territory. That is why in Biafra as a country, we have 40 states and all our counties. We have defined all these things. It's not what we said we should do to have a new country. We have a government that is workable, that the level of Tongozi Orabeze right now, who live in America right now, for his life to be there. They are ready to enter, to sign any treaty, any agreement with you. Are you telling us that our document of declaration is not in your office, UN, UK, America, China, France, Japan, South Africa? Even the we send it to that death sentence called Nigeria. They are all with our official declaration document. They are with it. So what criteria again do you want us to meet? What is the next criteria? We are asking you to tell us the next criteria that we should meet before the international community is going to recognize us. On the Geneva Convention of 1949, as amended, you told us that the people who are asking for a new country, that after you have made a declaration, that you should apply, seek for recognition. And you also said you want to recognize the countries who are peacefully. The Biafran people had decided after our declaration that we are no longer into armed struggle. We are looking for diplomatic. You asked us to go. You asked us to look into diplomatic. We are there. You asked us to look into political. We are there. You asked us to do into self-defense. We are there. What else do you want us to do for you to recognize the Biafran people? We are asking UN. We are asking UK. We are asking US and the United Nations and UN Charter. All these were laws that you give us from Montevideo Convention 1933, Geneva Convention 1949, Vienna Convention 1978, and the UN Charter and Article. Is it only for the white people that is going to benefit? Why this law executed black people? Why? And you said that it's for all human rights. It's only when it is human rights defense is when they color white. Because between Russia and Ukraine, I observe one thing. How the vice president of America rushed in there and told them that is your inalienable right to your self-defense, to protect your border, to form alliance, to choose who are going to be your friend. But when it comes to us, that you give a criteria to become a new nation, when we make those criteria, you see shy away and just play a blind eyes on us. Rather, you will sponsor killing, sponsor weapon. Enough is enough. The Biafran people, whether you give us recognition or you did not give us, we must take our country. That we have stand up on November 29, 2024, that we have made our declaration. In the question of between Pakistan and Bangladesh, only 1 year, only 9 months, UN, EU, Britain, America, and the world powers recognize them because their color is white. Their leader, Rahman of Bangladesh, was only arrested for only 1 year. A man who stood up and fight for his own country. On the eve of the night of the declaration, Pakistan take him away. But our leader, our president, Nnamdi Kanu, who was kidnapped in Kenya, has been there for 5 good years with a British passport. because he's a white man. Because he's a black man. His life and his right does not matter. What matters to you is territorial integrity of Nigeria. If you know that it's not possible to have a new country, why do you put those criteria? I thought that when people made those criteria, it's going to be very easy for them to get recognition and become a full country. And you also told us that once people gather together and make a declaration, they have become a sovereign state. What is going on? That's why we told that there is partiality in your laws. When it's come to black man, when it's come to the Biafran people, your law has a partiality. That is why when we fight our way and take over all our country, all our borders, we will call for all these laws to submit into amendment. Is it this evil that all the white authorities are harboring? It will happen to all of you. Our line is open for phone call in case if anyone want to call. It's also a free mic program. So anytime you want to call, you are free to call on this program. If you want to join us, you are allowed to call. And they tell us look at what we are doing.
You see right now.
Look at what look at what we are doing.
For blindness argument.
You are bringing insecurity. Look at your white man.
Keep on arguing. Is all those people
look at it here
in this country.
Yes.
All those people that
this is how they sponsor Boko Haram to kill indigenous people.
That's why we
told that your law is corrupt. Your law is not working for us.
You lift up your
look
country.
At it here.
You cannot do something so that
look at it.
We be proud.
We will talk. We give you evidence. What you are doing. Look at it. What is France doing in Africa? What is England doing in Africa? London. What are you doing in Africa? Do you think that changing from UK, from Britain to London will save you? The impunity you have committed in our land you must reap it because you have sold it in our land.
Of Nigeria.
Look at
and
it.
Tomorrow you also be arguing with me, abusing me inside my
Look
page,
at it.
inside the page that I suffer for. I open
Look
my
at
page
it.
because of all these atrocities that are happening in this country, especially in northern Nigeria.
People are there in northern Nigeria, people are there in Biafra land,
especially in
all over Nigeria. Because we are not secessionists, and the people never understand that nothing like Nigeria. Nigeria is a company of white people. That is how I want to put it this evening. If it is not a company of all the white people, why America not doing the needful? Why Germany not doing the needful? Why China is not doing the needful? Why Russia is not doing anything? Why Israel is just there? Do you understand it? What this says is happening. The killing is too much. What will stop it? We, the Biafran people, gives you solution to how it's gonna stop. There is things we need to read this evening for us to know if what is happening to us and what is happening in Nigeria is not enough for people to have a new country. You are the one. This is your law. This is your document. You want to find out if what past what you are telling us here is not happening. Why Mazda Kanu stood up? Why Simon Ekpa stood up to fight? If the killing enough is not enough to people to say no, we don't want to belong here. We want a new country. Let us go in, my people. But remember, as we are playing, when you have something in your mind to say, call our number +9733360513337. That is number to call only on WhatsApp. Can only killing alone make people to form a new country? as it's under international law, then you see what they ask you to do. Then you may understand why the Biafran people have stood up and do what? Declare United States of Biafra as a savior, as only solution to end inhuman killing, inhuman treatment, and all of them.
Yes, systematic insecurity, violence, and severe human rights abuses are the primary moral and, potentially, legal justification for a group of people to seek a new country under the banner of self-determination. While the right to self-determination is typically interpreted to protect territorial integrity, keeping existing countries together, the doctrine makes an exception when a group is subjected to gross violations. This is known as remedial secession. The doctrine of remedial secession. In international law, the right to form a new state, secession, is generally reserved for decolonization. However, the international community has developed the concept of remedial secession, which applies when a group is forced to seek independence as a last resort. Last resort. Secession is only seen as justified when a group is systematically denied the right to internal self-determination, meaning they are completely excluded from participating in the governance of the state and their fundamental rights are violated. Triggering events. The conditions you describe are precisely the kind of violations that could trigger this justification. Insecurity and killing. The state fails to provide the most basic function of a government, security, and may even be an active participant in the violence. Human treatment, abuse of rights. This includes massive, gross, and systematic violations of human rights, such as genocide, ethnic cleansing, severe discrimination, political imprisonment, torture, and a breakdown of the rule of law. Internal versus external self-determination. The claim for a new country arises when the ruling government fails to meet the obligations of internal self-determination. 1. Internal self-determination. The goal. This is the basic right of all peoples to freely pursue their economic, social, and cultural development within the framework of the existing state. It requires the government to be representative of the entire population, including minority groups. 2. External self-determination. The remedy. If a government systematically and violently denies a distinct group its internal rights, the group may argue that the compact, or social contract, is broken. Secession is then claimed as the only remaining way to realize their right to self-determination. In essence, when a state becomes so abusive or dysfunctional that it no longer protects a significant portion of its people, those people may assert the right to separate and create a new state where they can govern themselves safely. This argument has been crucial in the formation of countries like Kosovo and was a major factor in the breakups of states like Yugoslavia.
Do you hear it? There is things that make countries like Kosovo, Yugoslavia, to become a country on their own today. Let us play it more once again, then we analyze it very well properly to every layman understanding. Pay attention, listen.
Yes, systematic insecurity, violence, and severe human rights abuses are the primary moral and, potentially, legal justification for a group of people to seek a new country under the banner of self-determination. While the right to self-determination is typically interpreted to protect territorial integrity, keeping existing countries together, the doctrine makes an exception when a group is subjected to gross violations. This is known as remedial secession. The doctrine of remedial secession. In international law, the right to form a new state, secession, is generally reserved for decolonization. However, the international community has developed the concept of remedial secession, which applies when a group is forced to seek independence as a last resort. Last resort. Secession is only seen as justified when a group is systematically denied the right to internal self-determination, meaning they are completely excluded from participating in the governance of the state and their fundamental rights are violated. Triggering events. The conditions you describe are precisely the kind of violations that could trigger this justification. Insecurity and killing. The state fails to provide the most basic function of a government, security, and may even be an active participant in the violence. Human treatment, abuse of rights. This includes massive, gross, and systematic violations of human rights, such as genocide, ethnic cleansing, severe discrimination, political imprisonment, torture, and a breakdown of the rule of law. Internal versus external self-determination. The claim for a new country arises when the ruling government fails to meet the obligations of internal self-determination. 1. Internal self-determination. The goal. This is the basic right of all peoples to freely pursue their economic, social, and cultural development within the framework of the existing state. It requires the government to be representative of the entire population, including minority groups. 2. External self-determination, the remedy. If a government systematically and violently denies a distinct group its internal rights, the group may argue that the compact, or social contract, is broken. Secession is then claimed as the only remaining way to realize their right to self-determination. In essence, when a state becomes so abusive or dysfunctional that it no longer protects a significant portion of its people, those people may assert the right to separate and create a new state where they can govern themselves safely. This argument has been crucial in the formation of countries like Kosovo and was a major factor in the breakups of states like Yugoslavia.
I hope you heard it clearly. Now we are asking on the people I mentioned their name here. UN, EU, UK or London, US, North America, Russia, China, France, all the countries made up of UN membership. These are things you said. Beginning of this video, this program, I have played the videos of the killing going on in that Nigeria. Now that all this is happening, I'm also calling of the people of Hausa to rise up from their own country. They said the level of killing that is going on in Nigeria warrants you, the only remedy is for you to form a new country under self-defense, under self-determination. That is what the Biafran people has already done. Our all is done and dusted. We have checked all this and we have seen all this. We have seen more than this. You had to be there play for you. Nigeria armor tanker is in one of these old states in Nigeria called in Biafra land. They said when killing is going on, that because of the killing, human rights abuse, that all these things warrant a group of people who want to form their own country. This is the international, not me. This is international. Now, in Nigeria, as a loan, 50-something mass burial, 20-something mass burial, 31 mass burial, 20 mass burial. Who are the one killing? They say that when the government cannot protect some people in their territory, they have the right to form a new country. That is what they have the right to form a new country under the same UN Charter, Montevideo Convention 1933, Geneva Convention 1949, Vienna Convention 1978. You bring all these bodies of law, and when people start forming the new country, you will tag them secessionalists. You will call them all manner of bad names instead of you to use this your law to protect them. What makes the Biafra to move out? What makes Chukwu to declare Biafra in 1967 to 1970 is the killing, and more than that is happening today. And this one is all over again. More than that is what's happening. That is why Mazda Kano, the president of United States of Biafra, whether you like it or not, you must bow to it. And you who refuse now, you must be a stranger. We will treat you like a stranger, because when we are saying it, you are calling us Mumu. Mumu will kill you because you are the fool who refuses to research and know who you are. You don't even have an original name. You have a fake name. May one Nigeria happen to you. May what is happening in Benue, in Katsina, in Kano, Jos, may happen to you. Sunday Dance King. This is a disgrace to human rights. That is who you are. What is those that makes Biafran people want to exit Nigeria? Listen. They said only because of killing alone, only because of militarization alone, only intimidation, injustice, human rights abuse, inhuman treatment, that all these things warrant people to form a new country. Listen, as we go into in-depth analysis in a common sense, or in a where all of us can understand it. King, I don't reply to people. What I told you, call me on my phone. Last time you call my call number, you run away. Call me to prove how am I, you are Mumu. Call. If you want to, don't come, just call. Let us, I want interaction from you. So, to come and tell the world if killing is not going on in Nigeria, please call to call. If you want to call, put on I will give you my number so you can call. Things that will warrant people to decide to seek for a new country. Listen.
Yes, systematic insecurity, violence, and severe human rights abuses are the primary moral and, potentially, legal justification for a group of people to seek a new country under the banner of self-determination.
Do you hear this? Insecurity, violence, and human rights abuse are the primary moral. These are primary moral things. And the political, legal justification for a group of people to seek for a new country under the banner of self-determination. That is what the Biafra people has done on November 29, 2024. Whether you like it, you hate it, if you don't like it, go and home transformer. If you don't like it in Nigeria, you believe in one Nigeria, may one Nigeria happen to you. Look at how they said insecurity, violence, and the human rights abuses are the primary moral. Remember when they said this is primary, it's just the beginning. They said it is potential, legal justification for a group of people to seek for a new country under the banner of self-determination under international law. That's not the Biafran people who are going through all the killings as happening in Nigeria, even the people of Hausa, people of Benue, all the indigenous people in the north, they have rights because of this to say, we don't want one Nigeria. One of one Nigeria is a death sentence to every indigenous people. When the people of Hausa understand it, they will rise up for their new country and fight. Join us, like many of you are joining us already. More need to be done for you to be free, and the killing will stop. It will not just put in hand. Don't read and lament and complain. Find a solution. The Biafran people has found a solution by making our official declaration on November 29, 2024. We are no longer in the era of lamenting, shouting, complaining. No. Now talk na do we are doing. And nobody, it is our fundamental rights. Under Geneva Convention of 1949, under Montevideo Convention of 1933, under the Vienna Convention of 1978, under the UN Charter, it is our fundamental right because of the killing, because of inhuman treatment, and all this is what leads for people to form a new country. And we have achieved it. We are only seeking for the international recognition, for the world to grant us international recognition, so we will join hand and stop the killing of the indigenous people. That is why we are here to let you know the rights and things that can make people to form a new country. Intimidation is among them. Under the banner of self-determination. That is why I asked the UN, this your self-determination, is it only for the white people? Because people like Kosovo did not pass what we are passing through today. A country like Kosovo did not pass what we, the Biafran people, are passing today. They say that partially of this is what leads to Kosovo and Yemen to have their own country. Yugoslavia. Why our own is different? Because of we are color black. And you cannot stop us. You can't support. On our own, it becomes offense. It becomes a terrorism charge. It becomes a criminal charge. It becomes what a nonsense. That means that we are not together. That's why Africa must rise up by recognizing United States of Biafra. We are calling on Ibrahim Traore to recognize the people of Biafra as a country. We will help you to chase away the Boko Harams and the bandits. That's why we are calling on you. We don't care we respect every worship. We allow you. We will allow you to worship. We respect whatever you worship. That's why we being Christian. Is it your faith you have committed? For us that we are Christian. They are killing people in Benue, killing in North, all over the North. It's bleeding. The Boko Haram, the bandits, those they call Fulani headsmen, not Fulani heads. All of them are killing people. With Nigerian government. Nigerian government give them uniform. They went into a place they call Southeast, which is a Biafran country. They are bombarding Okigwe every blessed day. And you tell us about whether killing will lead us to have a new country. You told us that the killing, human rights abuses, that these are just the primary things for us to form a new country, for us to save our life under the banner of self-determination. America's self-determination is only for the white people. UK, the country that's made up of UN, this your self-determination, self-defense, is it only for the whites? That is our question to you. If your law could not protect every human being, Africa must rise up and have their own law, have their own treaty. Africa must arise. Let all Africa join what is going on in the hands of Ibrahim Traore to lead right now that our president, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is in detention. Now that our Prime Minister is in detention. The only solution to stop what is going on in Nigeria, you said that what will make people to form a new country, you said, one, insecurity, violence, human rights abuse are the primarily and the legal justification for a group of people to seek for a new country under the banner of self-determination. Why is that when the black people call for a new country, it becomes offense? It becomes abomination. It becomes prohibition. We are asking why. We will never go back. You see the way that Ibrahim Traore stand and chase France away is the way we are going to stand and chase Nigeria away if they refuse. Now that we have given them our official declaration. Do you know that when the border of Hausa is protected by them, nobody will kill them? Do you know that when the border of Biafra people protected by the Biafran people, nobody will kill us? That is why to divide that enclave, that thing called one Nigeria, that the meaning of it this year is death sentence to every indigenous person. The killing is too much. The killing, insecurity, violence, human rights abuse, intimidation are primarily justification for a group of people to seek for a new country under the banner of self-determination. Remember, like I told you, my number is plus 97336051 if you want to call to make a suggestion or to ask questions. You are welcome. Let's continue.
While the right to self-determination is typically interpreted to protect territorial integrity, keeping existing countries together, the doctrine makes an exception when a group is subjected to gross violations. This is known as remedial system.
Listen, this is where the problem is. Do you see where the problem is? When the old country is killing the indigenous people, killing Christians, killing the outside that are Muslim also, that did not believe in jihad. Now look at what the words say. You see how they are all evil, how they are all afraid of themselves when they're making this law. This is where the problem. This is where the law called for amendment. And now you told people what will make them to seek for a new country. Now you go back again. The law speak from the both side of their mouth. The law of UN, the law of Geneva Convention, the law of Montevideo Convention, the law of the Geneva of the Vienna Convention and UN Charter, they all speak from both sides of their mouths. Do you know why? They are afraid of such a thing rising up in their country. And they now told you, oh, here, the right to self-defense is typically interpreted to protect territorial integrity. This is where they rubbish all the thing. This is where they give the Nigeria state power to be bombing Biafran people, to be killing Christians all over Nigeria. This is territorial integrity. Do you know why? Because when they look at it, let me come back a little bit. That is why they concluded in Second World War and said Biafra will not be a country. That Biafra will give people a chance in the law that they will not accept territorial integrity. The world connived with Africans. And he said, if you allow them, they will value life first. Territorial integrity will be the second. But in the eyes of these countries that are governing them together, come under UN, come under EU, the first, even those that are there, could you imagine that you, who are in the territorial integrity, that territorial integrity has rights more than you? To protect territorial integrity of old countries to become one, to remain one. That is what they value, because America. Now, the American people are running into, they provide a ground of self-defense. In which way? By providing security to everybody. From 2015 to today, how many people have died in America because of insecurity? If there is a security, if there is no human rights abuse, if there is no intimidation, if the right is everybody is equal chance to live, why could people seek for a new country? If all these things is in order, could people are not seeking for a new country because of the one good hospital or the one good road, remember, or because there is no good road. No, because of they want their life to be preserved. That is why people seek for a new country. And you said insecurity, violence, human rights abuse, intimidation. After you have told the people this and said that this will lead to what? Remember, they said that this leads to seek for a new country under the ban of self-determination. Look at how they divided that self-determination. They now told you why the right of self-determination is typically interpreted to protect territorial integrity. Can you just recall something here? Do you see how they diverted from the insecurity, the killing, the violence, the abuse of a human right? Who is the one that abuses the human right? Is it not the one that has the territorial integrity? Is it not the one that has territorial integrity are the one that are abusing people? That bring human treatment to people? Is it not that one? Now, how could you, UN, and your charter leave the abuse of ordinary people that are made up of the country? If there is no human being, are you going to put territorial integrity? So God, who created human being, has no value into all of you. Why did God not protect his own image when Adam and Eve have sinned? Why didn't God wipe them away and destroy the world? And why did God continuously leaving people to live, to burn people like you who are all members of the UN that are protecting territorial integrity? Why did the God, or why did Allah did not wipe people away and destroy the world and let everything end? Why did the God allow you and told you, go in here and do what? Remember that when God created the world, everywhere was covered with water and darkness. And God will say, let there be light. That is a light. He said, let this water shift. Let it become empty land. It becomes empty land for people he created, because he has a purpose. So when your law is all about to protect the integrity of a country, where even when the country was the one sending insecurity, abuse of human rights, there is no self-determination, injustice everywhere is happening, and you are telling us here, oh, that the self-defense is typically interpreted to protect territorial integrity. We are no longer fools. We will question all your laws. Because it's the human being that created all these laws. And when you are creating these laws, you know that you are a very bad person. That is why, instead of your people to come to ask for a new country, you tell them that it matters most. But you in your country give your people life, security, no killing. America, how many people have died in America from 2021 to today? How many people has died in UK or London, in China, in Russia? I want to know. And you are telling us that you want a new country. Oh, that we want it. So then, when you value territorial integrity, you could have told people, even though they are clean, you must be there. Oh. That is what you could have write in here. What you could have write for this your self-determination is nothing like if the old country where you are is doing inhuman treatment, violence of human rights, abuses of laws and everything, that you must remain there. Why do you put self-determination? You see this, you are stealing by trees. You see this, you are cunning laws. We are going to break them into pieces and set a straight law that are going to guide people. That is why all these laws that are guiding the world, it must call to under amendment. It only be done when the goodwill, when the people of Biafra arrive and join countries who are doing the needful to question the UN Charter. The UN Charter must be questionable. We have to question it. It's not a question of, we must question it, because that is what they use to sponsor killings. That was they use to sponsor security everywhere. Because of they will tell you, oh, we support the old country, we are protecting the integrity. It is the internal affair, and people are dying. Over 5,000 people has died in the past 3 months in North and in Biafra land, and you are protecting the integrity. If they wipe the people away and also wipe you away, who put total integrity? Who will respect this Is it going to work for who? For animals. Do you see in a life where animal has value? Under the law of UN, under this their territorial integrity, animal has right value more than we. Do you know why I said so? Because the animals are on the different colors of animals and on their different colors, on their different lineage. The animals are in their own lion, stay in the lane of lion. Chimpanzee stays in the line of chimpanzee in their own territory. The monkeys stay on the line of monkey, value of monkeys. But human beings, they join our head together and be like every time. That is why we have come to stop it. The same value. That's why I told you that animals has value. The culture of animal is being respected. Tell me that man who has bring lion and dog and allow them to work together, even in America. Why in your what are they calling it? You just escape my mind. Why that in your zoo that lion stays separate, dogs stay, all animals stay separate on their own? Why are you not joining all of them inside one room and lock them? Why did you not keep territorial integrity for animals and the people of human being? Why did the EU did not keep territorial integrity for animal? Why do you keep for human being? And the animal has value in the when it's come to the life of Africa. Why do you build zoo where you go, you will see lion, you will see all kinds of animal on their own way, in their own make. Lions stay with lion, dogs stay with dog, cats stay with cats. Even when you see cat and dog in a house, sometimes they fight. That is why it proves that we are not supposed to be together. But under training of a human being, they come to some dogs and cats stay together because of training. Now, when it's come to the and why are you not leaving cobra to live with lion in the zoo? Why not put them together? UN, America, UK, London, the corrupt entity, claiming to be the righteous people because the color is white. Why did you not keep territorial integrity for animals? Because the only way you can keep this to animals is when you bring all animals and put them together in one place. Then let them start killing themselves. That is what the Lugard did to the people of Nigeria. He come without consulting them, and he said, you from today you are Nigeria, and he give them gun if ever refuse of his life. When anybody talk about that he don't want to belong here, of his life. And when people stand to seek for their rights, you call them secession. Imagine. Because all of you who make this law are corrupt people. Is stealing by threes. It's like this, meandering. That's what people did here. You people are speaking from both sides of the mouth, not being straight. That is why all this law we call it amendments. The ways, if people of Nigeria, before Nigeria, people was living freely, no land disputes, no war. Before the amalgamation, there is no war anywhere. There is what? There is no war. There is no killing. There is no fighting of land. There is none. But after the amalgamation, all this starts happening. Because if people was divided according to their tribal line. Like the way you divide animals, respect their tribal line. Why did the world respect the tribal line of animal and refuse to respect the tribal line of human being? That is the problem in Nigeria. That now Nigeria means death sentence to every indigenous person. So it's also happening in Africa. That is why we are the way we are doing in Africa. That is exactly what is going on. But the declaration of United States of Biafra is going to put an end to all this. What runs the killings that happen in Nigeria? What is happening in Nigeria passes offering people's life. It passes insecurity. It passes violence because Nigeria is the Fulanis are on the agenda to Islamize everybody. That is why if you go to Nigeria in the north, now they have captured 14 states. Before it was 12. Now these 14 states are practicing Sharia law. And the why they say the other one is secular law for the Christians and some real Muslims. This is what we are passing. This is what is going on. That is why we are calling on the UN. That is why we are calling on EU. That is why we are calling on all of them to change this their stupid law and leave us. The issue is that keep your law favors you. It does not favor black man. Keep your law to yourself. Allow us to keep our own law. That is why Africa must unite and have one currency in the future. That's why Africa must unite to have their own law that guide their citizens and their territory. Until Africa starts all this kind of a thing, then for the first, we will chase them away. As we chase them away, a board that will be conducting, a board that will introduce a currency that guides Africa together. They also guide a law that guides all Africa as a human being. That is only why we are going to be free. Without this, they are still the one colonize us and put chain on our neck. We, Africa, must remove the chain. We, Biafran people, have removed the chain of burden on our neck by standing up on November 29, 2024 to make our official declaration that the United States of Biafra is a sovereign state, despite being in dispute and Nigeria occupying our land. That is the step to move. We have taken that bold step. We have to do that. Keeping existing country together. Do you hear it? That their law is to keep existing country together. Even the people are dying. And you bring self-determination. Okay, the self-determination is for countries, not for human beings. We are asking questions, need an answer from you, white man. From you, Britain. From you, a member of UN. From you, a member of EU. From you, Russia. From you, America. We are asking questions. The self-determination is for territorial interest. So the self-determination is not for human being, rather it's for a country to make to continue with working with existing country. And that is why they kill and slaughter people. You do nothing. You don't care. The people does not have the right to live. Please like and share the program. Let it go viral. If it's your first time coming on this platform, please subscribe on the Real Biafra TV. Real Biafra TV. You will see a 3 dot in front of your phone on the right hand side of your phone, top of it. You will see it. Click on that 3 dot. Once it is open, then you can see like and share. Please endeavor to do that. Let this message go viral because we must ask white man questions. We also ask him questions in Nigerian hands. What is going on in Nigeria? The killing. The offering life of people every blessed day. 10, 5, 20, 31, 40, 40, 50, 51. That is what we are seeing. That is what is going on. We are not here to laugh. I am not here to laugh, but I'm here to ask questions and ask them, what is our offense? Our offense is that God or Allah, who created them, created us. Is that our offense? Our offense is that Allah created us and put us on our own areas and put them wherever God put them. So the envy and jealous of all the country that surrenders UN is a problem that we're facing today. Even Donald Trump also is corrupt on his own because he has power to tell every country this is how it's gonna be. People that are looking for new country, let them stay and see how they can govern themselves. If they're not able to do, then we'll come and take it over. We'll tell them to go back. We must continue.
Secession. The doctrine of remedial secession. In international law, the right to form a new state, secession, is generally reserved for decolonization. However, the international community has developed the concept of remedial secession, which applies when a group is forced to seek independence as a last resort.
Do you hear what they said here? International law, the right to form a new state, they now call it what? Secession, is generally reserved for the decolonization. Yes, the disintegration and the disintegration of Nigeria is what we are seeking for because of what you said in the first place. We take that to your first word, thing that leads for a new country. We take that first one. This one of self-determination to protect territorial integrity, we are not taking it because the territorial integrity is why the so-called territorial integrity is why they are killing people. And you call it internal affair. Why is not internal affair? Why is not? Why is that they don't want people to speak? Now we're asking you, our president Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya from in the hands of the Nigerian government. And they kept him in Belgium till today. They kept him there till today. Because of what? The self-determination, because he want to give his people the life that US is giving to your people, the life that England is giving to your people, the life that China is giving to your people, the life that Russia is giving, the life that France is giving their own people, the life that all the white people are giving their people. That is why he's fighting to honor self-determination under the banner of self-determination. But now, you will now remove that thing, and the banner now goes to under territorial integrity. We are here to get all these your lies and bring it out, so you may see that we have understanding. That is why we will not listen to you. Because what you put here is to kill us, not to save us. You put a law that will kill us, not to save us. That is why we have rise up to say no to all this injustice, to say no to all this violence, to say no all this inhuman treatment, and ask you to leave Africa. Govern yourself. You told Russian people, you told Ukraine, it is your inalienable right to form alliance. Why are you coming to us by force? The first one you come, go home. All of you should go to your country and use your mineral resources and take care of your people. Leave us alone. White people, Europe, leave us alone. Leave us. You are our problem. If the Luga did not come to Nigeria to bring amalgamation, what is going to do? Because before the 1914, people was living, no fight, no killing. Until Lugard, until Britain bring amalgamation. Everywhere people start dying. Those that they give power, those that when Britain was fighting the Igbo people, when Britain was fighting the Southeast people, when Britain was fighting where we call right now the Biafra land, how did they fight us then? Starting from 1911, Britain was fighting us. You know what they do? They will come, they will burn houses and chase people away. Then the question is, what is Britain doing in our land in 1911 to 1913 that leads to the amalgamation in 1914? What are they doing? What is their job? Why are they in our land in the first place? Anybody from Southeast, they called, that was now current the Biafran territory, did we fight Britain in their land or in their country? They off life of our people in thousands between the war of Ekumeku warriors with Britain. They come, they start fighting us. When we did not do them anything, no. But who gives them power to come to the Biafran land and fighting the people over there, where they call Northern South or whatever they may call it then? Why are they there fighting? Is the question. Britain, why are you in our land in 1911 and fighting people? In 20 centuries, why are you in our land? Are we in your own land? That is why I said that all this killing, all this innocent blood that is going on down in Nigeria every day, their blood should be on the head of the Britain who bring amalgamation to us. The water that colonized all those people who participated in this genocidal war against the indigenous people that brings our amalgamation. The life of over 5,000 who died in the last 3 months or the last 6 months, the blood is in the hand of those that amalgamated in Nigeria, happen to be Britain. Because of the EU also give a hand in what is happening, the blood also be asked on their hand, also UN. What are you doing in Africa? Why are you building military base in Africa? When you come, people will be dying every day. Poverty will be overwhelming us. No hospital, no good road, no school, no light, no food, no work. And the only thing you care is to build. What is the meaning of this military base you are building in Africa? What is the meaning? Killing, insecurity. Leave us for 10 years and see where we are going to be. Leave us so you can be able to see where we are going to be. Leave us. Your advice to us is drying us down. Your advice is set back to the African people. Stop your advice. Advise yourself. We don't need you. Stop giving us aid. Those that you give the aid are using to kill the indigenous people. They use it to buy weapons, give. You see what is happening in Burkina Faso? Who is the one sponsoring them? Is it not you? The same way you are sponsoring killings of Biafran people in our land. When Nigeria come to sign to ask for ammunition, you will give them. You will ask, what are you using this ammunition to do? You will not monitor it. They will have captured something that used to fight Biafran army. Happens to be the one coming from America. That's where Nigeria got it from their hand. And you know that they are buying this from you to go and off life of the indigenous people. And you will give it to them. Are you, through that means, are you not among those that the blood will be on your head? Are you not? Like I said before, please remember our line is on. In case if you want to call, the number to call is +9 7 3 3 60 51 337. That is number to call only on WhatsApp. If it touches you to call or you have something to say, maybe you might not know what I'm doing, because this is what I can do. This is what I can be able to do. That's what you see me doing. To let the world know that we have understand the game they are playing on us. How they put a law that is going to wipe us our life. And we are saying hell no to that. That we should be alive and take responsibility of ourselves. That is why we are asking them to leave our land. They must leave, whether they like it or not. And if they refuse, the Biafran people, the United States of Biafra, will make Nigeria to leave our land. We are sick and tired of all this shenanigan that is going on, all inhuman killings. We can't condone it anymore. We must be alive. I don't know what after this, when you live abroad and you go back home, you die. And small time, many of you who build mansion in the homeland will forget about it, because if you did not support Biafra movement, you will forget that's your house, because they will take over. It's only because of Biafra, that is why they never take over fully, the way they take over in the north and capture up to 14 states. It's not a size play. Okay, mega vam nanya. Okay, mega again vam nanya. However, the international community has developed the concept of redeemed secession. You see? Yes, the white law is for their own survival, not for us, my brother. Thank you so much for that comment. I love that your comment. That is what we are proving to the world here. That is why we say that the law of the world, the white people, is for them. It's not for our own survival. But for the African people, their law brings death, inhuman treatment to us, abuse of law, abuse of human rights. That is what their law brings to us. So when that law is only for them to survive, let them keep it for themselves. And Africa must prove their own law to survive, to protect their own citizens. The last summit, the address of Burkina Faso President Intl, I love it so much dearly, because he really made a very vital point that is what is under what is going on. And also, we are asking the world to recognize a country called United States of Biafra that was declared their independence on November 29, 2024. That is where I'm from. The new country. We will help to stop. If you know what I'm saying, only me, you know how others are feeling. We will help to stop this white law that is not saving us, rather is killing us. We will join hands together to end it all. Oh, I missed call. Sorry, let me the phone call. I don't know. I don't know why I missed the call. Yes, let us go to call. If she's still there. If she's still there. One of our sister called. Let us know if you can get her. We are not going to take it easy with any white country again. They must leave our land. That is why I am a free supporter of all the countries in Africa who have chased them away in their country. I support Intl so much. Yes. Good evening from here, Wanda. Okay.
Happy Sunday.
I wish you the best, my senior sister. You're welcome.
Yeah, happy Sunday.
Yes.
Those days, rice, only Sundays, can get rice. And if we and the data collection at was now, rice and as to nwanne m ama nụ na-atụkwana vootu nwanne m ụmụ Biafra 40 states of Biafra ama nụ na-atụkwana vootu. Biko nụ like ya nụ this program, like ya nụ subscribe and share all the important. Biafrans, I just want to, I know everybody has a choice.
Yes.
You know, but this choice is the choice that nobody will tell me that you don't like good thing. And good thing is always good. But when you people come to education or someone that volunteer and just I don't know how to put it, someone that volunteer anyway, yeah, volunteer, and he research and he bring it out us to know what these international people wrote on their secret book and bury it, that nobody among us or apart from Awonyendo that started the journey, the one that I followed, you know. And you people our people are not coming to listening. Our people is not coming to learn. And our people is not coming to ask a question. What is wrong? Biafran, kini na-eme? Eh? Nobody knows it all. And some of us don't know nothing. Instead of us to come and learn, and if you ask a question, you can call and ask a question, call and contribute. You can use English, you can use broken English, you can use your local dialect, your mother tongue to ask anything to contribute. What is going on? Huh? We are not helping ourselves, eh? We are not really helping ourselves. But I still thank God for those who are following this page and who are following our brother and listening and contributing and also learning and share with their people that, oh, is it what these people did to us? It's good to learn history, eh? Brothers and sisters. We should not be always going to where there is also no. Eh? Sometimes people will come and learn and listen. You understand? But if you come to the conversation, how many? No? How many are there? It's unfair. It's really unfair. But not that I'm forcing nobody. I'm just saying because it's good to know what white people, Caucasians did for us and still doing up to now. If you are researching or you know history, you'll not be keeping quiet. You will see that your mind and everything in you will be angry.
Exactly.
Angry not to kill anybody. Angry, how can I liberate myself under this colonialism, under this, because they are killers. Yes. And they see someone that, volunteer, like our own some people are panicking now. Hey, where are you doing this? Where you say you defend yourself? If you kill yourself, come on, shut up your mouth. What do you know? He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Because supposing our barristers listen to our PM,
Exactly.
this thing will not go, this thing will not happen to, this will not speculating that Onyendu will be still there up to now. Because, when you are researching and know what international, and international required, and and the telling people is only that they are bringing themselves down this, who is this one with that? Who is this Bonnie Stacy boy? Who is this boy that will tell us this and this? See, is it not what our families have said from the beginning? Now, what is happening to barrister now? Barrister
Hello, Ejimako.
Ejimako. What is happening to him now? Because You see, one thing is that nobody knows it all.
Yes.
Sometimes I still blaming these white people, sometimes I still giving them their kudos and their flowers because they're not like us. If they don't know it, you see them resign.
Yeah.
You will see them back down. You will see them give way or don't want that know better than them. But our people know because they will say this person, they will say it's not me. No. You see what this people is dealing with us. Why France as I tend to quote Kabema that we are free.
We are free.
Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
We are free.
No.
100%, whether you like it or not.
Tinubu bring them to
are
for them to come and fight Biafra. That is why he bring them, because you know that they cannot do it. That's why they bring France. But we're waiting for France to take that move.
My brother, France can never defeat us.
Yeah.
France, listen. Bring someone that, yes, hear my English to translate for you guys that you people can never defeat us. France government, come and ask. You people know the history anyway. You people know the history. You understand?
Yeah.
You people should come and ask Britain. You know? Britain is not easy for them. Yes. It's only that, So anyway, once I will see that, once I will let the Caucasian know that we have known what they know. Yes. And I'm a Koshoko daughter, and I've known survivor. I'm a Koshoko survivor, and also everything that you people hid for us, we have known it now. And we have already taken our country in our hands. Whether the rest people said to it, because now Tinubu is a puppet of France now, 100%, over 100%. Tinubu is no more coming to England. Now it's where it's in France 24 good hours. Even weekend, all of them now they are going to treating they are traveling to France not to treat themselves. I'm sorry for northern people, because northern people, let's be truth to be told. No matter anything, northern people, you people have lose their land. You people can never get it again. Unless if you people are gather yourselves and organize yourselves. If not, their land is gone. Because French people, Tinubu have sold their land. Tinubu, Buhari, and that's it, Buhari. You people are covering, so Nigerians, not to know that it's a fake Buhari. He has sold France. He has sold.
No, they have come out this year, last month, and said that Buhari is dead, and they have buried him.
No, that one is for them. That one is for politics. It's for them. But what I told you, what I'm saying then, that northern people, Tinubu have accomplished what Buhari has started, and they have accomplished it. Your place is gone.
Exactly.
Why is gone? Because France have taken over. Why?
Frank Burkina Faso chased away. Mali a chase, the jail a chase. Yak had the welcome. Imagine.
And Senegal still chase them. Because Senegal is no more with them 100% like that the useless president, former president.
Yeah.
This one that is there now is not, yes, partially, they're not partially there. You understand? Now, because of I can say intimidation of northern people, because you know what is the education is good.
Yes. No.
Education is good. My brothers and sisters, please, If you don't have opportunity to go to school, if you have opportunity, send your children to school. Because it's what they did to these Hausa people. Because Hausa people, I call them Hausa because it's Hausa land, it's not Fulani land. Fulani, they are there.
Yes, now because they said before the amalgamation that the Hausas are living, while the Fulanis are living their treasure inside bush. Imagine.
Yes, yes. Because they use them, they blind their eyes, and they take that religion to tell them that education is not good. Education, Western education is corrupt, is this, is that. But then that is teaching them that nonsense. Let them go to Saudi Arabia. Let them go to Turkish. Let them go to all those both Indian, Bangladesh, or Pakistan. This country I am, British, obodo Belize. Ndị na-akpịsị n'ala ụmụ na-eje akwụkwọ. No family in Madiana this England no family no doctor, no nurse. Every doctor will nurse. Pharmacist, business, name it. But they use their brainwash the one in Nigeria. They wash brain there so that they will keep them in the dark, so that they will not know anything that is going on. This is the time now they are using it. This is the time now they are using that washing them, branding, closing their eyes for the Western education. But their children of Fulanis, they are going to school. The children of Fulanis, they are in their final session. But other ones, they use that religion and to from there, and this is the result. That's why British did not find it easy to penetrate in Biafra land. If it's not because of our this useless and hopeless, idiotic, and the ex-governor, because we are not our governor anymore.
Yes.
The ex-governor is where I put them. If it's not them, that put their generation in suffer, British will not even be hearing about British in our land. And British, let me tell you people, I'm in your country. You see, Biafra, you don't remember history. And I am among those that is angry in British people. Not your citizen, your government. I am among that those who is angry to that una mother, called Queen Elizabeth.
The
That
evil
Queen
woman.
Elizabeth. I am among that, yes. I'm so bitter because Queen Elizabeth is supposed to come out in national television before she died and give to Biafra's apology what she did to us. Do you people think that we are daft? Do you people think that we are we are stupid? Do you people think that we don't know what Queen Elizabeth did to our generation? Our father? Do you people think that we are not even researching or hearing our history? You people read the whole our history, write it off. That yes, as we are coming up with our children, these people that can never know their history. We know our history now.
Very well.
We know it. That's why we take our country in our hands. Okay, you people write all those fucking much. And, you know, and that's what you people write with the pen or anything that you people use it to typewrite, you know, it's always working in your, you know, in your countries, in the Igbo countries. In African countries, it's shit. Eh? People write all those things. And that's why our president, Kano, he came to your country and study and research. And he said enough is enough. And also benefit in your land. And he want to use it to his own land to free his people. Now you British tag our president, not Nigeria. It's a British tag our president a terrorist. Because if it's not British that tag our president now become a terrorist, and it's against in international law what Nigeria did in Kenya to kidnap somebody. Kidnap is against international law. Not only kidnap, then before that person with a black big bag and chain, not handcuff, big chain. You know what it is? It's in international law. And now British keeping quiet because their hand is there. Why their hand is there? Because of our president Nnamdi Kanu is calling, is fighting for the good of his people. Yeah? And Kenya denied. For the first time, Kenya denied that they don't know anything. Kenya government denied. Eh? 1 million, really, what have to feature on her? They cannot know about it. Eh? If it's not the help of our PM, the Monetman, the church of Monetman is not arrested. They're fighting for it. Eh? And Kenyatta, that useless thing is not our people. Even I know that, yes, our people that live in their country, maybe they are afraid. But it's now that we are going to be writing to them in the Twitter handle. Let us go there and bombard their useless president now. And let us remember then that during their Kenya, the father of Kenyatta, or that Kenyatta, is during the time that they are fighting for the independence and they wanted to kill the father. It's we Igbos, Biafra, that preserve the father's life.
Yes, after they arrested Juma Kenyatta.
Yeah.
His father was necessary to arrest, and he ran to our own land.
And he ran.
Our brother Nnamdi Azikiwe, he will save him.
Our own land. He saved him. Yeah. Let us go there and bombard him. Let us remember him about his father.
Yes,
because
it's a time.
Just man.
It's a time. It's a very big time. A time, like I said, even calling people that live in Kenya to ask Kenya government to give us Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, let us give us
our president.
Our Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And that's what I said, and I will repeat it. Any African country that we said that what the Oyibo used them to do how many years ago, that they will repeat it now, that country will crash. We pull it down. We Biafrans, we are strong heads. We are strong heads. We Biafrans, we're strong in nature. You know? That's why they say that, that's why all that people say, Igbo people are stubborn. Yes, we are stubborn to take what belongs to us. We are not stubborn to take what belongs to Yoruba people. I never hear that Igbo people went to Yoruba land, and drive, and send them away in their own land or in their own house and occupied. No. We went there, we buy our land, we build, we flourish, and we make the land that we are occupied to flourish. You understand? We are stubborn, yes. I am agree, yes. And the people that, yes, I'm among those people that are stubborn. I am a proud Igbo Biafran, current concern. This is hard time that we'll be calling that out. And let me tell you people, Biafrans, this is the time. Oge erugo. Ọbụwazi mmadụ na-agwụ n'okwu n'ọnụ unu eburu unu asị anwa m ebe nkwụ obi na-amapụ obi. Come on. If you are not strong, Igbo people, let me say this, you may like it, you may not like it. Me, I don't bloody care. I've said it, and if you research it, and if you think you can, Iga now maybe I may not be 100% right, I may be 50-50, but the time that Igbo people are strong has gone. Ndị nna anyị ha ji wee mara Igbo people, ha binyita ha bụ ha nwa, only that ha bụ ha nwa ga-eme the country about what that is gone. Because of what? Because of akpịrị ego. Onye ike ahụ mansion, ịmana onye nwa nweghị ego. Onye ike ego ọ bụ nketa, ịmana onye enweghị ego. Before, ndị be ga na-asị nzọgbu enyi mba enyi. Any people na-amị and also ka jiri wee mee meeting si mba na ndị Igbo adịkwa ndị Igbo Igbos, yes. Before Igbo Biafra bụ onye Igbo, I put it Igbo Biafra. Ezo ka na-agwa ndị be anyị. That time, even na Kano State, 1991, na Sabongeri, na First Road, onye nọ that time na Kano, oge ndị a na-eme ihe, oge ebilitere, Ojukwu bịara, our late Ojukwu, our late giant father, ekwe onye ha stop ya, ndị Hausa stop ya n'airport, ekwe ya bata na Sabongeri. Because when over na Sabongeri, ihe ike ame na Sabongeri again, ekwe onye bata. Because of Guinea, because ha bụ onye Ojukwu bụ. But oge Ojukwu nọrọ na ndị Igbo, ndị na-asụ Nwando, oge Ojukwu nọrọ ga-ahapụ ya, ihe mere na Sabongeri, ihe anyị mere nsa, ndị Hausa, because that time, ndị Hausa ka anyị na-akpọ ha ncha. You understand? Anyị ma onye bụ Fulani, anyị ma onye bụ anyị na-akpọ ha ncha ndị Hausa. Mgbe ọ nụrụ na n'ihe anyị mkpakpa ịkpara na Sabongeri, yes, yes, this is my people. O wee tinye order. That time ka ndị Ahabu Okwe, that time ka ndị bụ na Anoma State National ha bụghị Igbo, ndị ya na-eri that time asị ha bụghị Igbo. But mgbe nna anyị bụ Ojukwu gburugburu tiri mkpụrụ ọkụ ọnụ, so onye ọbụla na-asụ Nwando, Baba nọrọ serious na Tabano obodo nna ụnụ. That time, ndị Hausa block ọma Kaduna Road. The emir ewesi order 24 hours ka ọ na ha mepe another Kaduna Road. Otu aka si ome Kaduna Road. Onye ọbụla na-ana. That time, onwe onye isi na ọ bụ onye Igbo, because onye ọbụla na-azụta ndụ ya. Nwanne m. Onye ọbụla na-azụ ndụ ya, ka anyị ma ike nụ na njem kwudo our government USB. Think get women, ego enyi. Vote na Ghana, tụbanụ vote. Meboya na ba meboya, 40 states of Biafra got to vote. Certain state of Biafra must vote, because this is the first vote. Enough is enough. What are you gaining? People, British that don't have all A, come to this country. What they are using to power their lives, we have it, but we are in the darkness. Only one day, I think this year, either March or what, people that live in Spain, please, if you live in Spain, please, can you put the date and the month this thing happened? Only one day. They don't know what happened to Spain. Their life trip on. They are crying. They are panicking. Only a day. What of us? 65 good years. Nigeria have independence. We never have a light. But everything they are using to power their power is coming from Africa. It's coming from our land, the other land. You say I should not wake up and fight and tell these people that evil they are doing in our land, we have no it, and we are reversing it. They are angry and they are holding our president Nnamdi Kanu and our prime minister Simon Ekpa. No way. I must speak. Even Finland, I want to ask you a question. The time you people are fighting for your own independence, while the history are there, the way you people fight, brutal war, the history are there. Why are you holding our PM? Why? Because of what? Resources. And our people have lived in your country for how many good years? Clear record is the time that Simon Ekpa Njoku, our PM, the PM of USB, he has resigned to the party he belongs. He said, no, let me fight for the freedom of my people. Because of what? Because Nigeria killed her mother. You know when 3 months old baby doesn't know her mother. Nigeria killed her mother. Nigeria murdered my mother. Nigeria murdered every people that doesn't have mother and father. Nigeria murdered them. He wake up to say no. And he submit every damn thing. Everything that is the law will not be against him in the Finland. He submit it to you guys prime minister.
Exactly.
He submit it because he knows the law. But let me tell you people, Finland, your prime minister have ruled your country. He have ruled the petition of Finland. Finland is no more existing in any 40 states of Biafra land anymore. Even Finland is not going to be existing for the whole world. No one knows Finland as a betrayer, as a sellout, because of the oil, because of gas in our own land, in Simon Ekpa Njoku land. And Finland will have us to contend with. We are not going, Finland, we are not going to leave the people. We are not going to forget the evil you people did to our prime minister. We are not going to forget the evil you people did to we, Biafran people. Because of you people greediness, make Nigeria, make Christopher Musa and Tinubu to massacre my people and rape my people and keep pregnant women and kill babies and rape women after raping our mothers. They use stick. Oh gosh.
We are there. We are there. We that is why we take it upon ourselves to expose those things. What happened right now? Nihe get maybe a former no country, but we need to never highlight killing, where human rights are abused, where violence no just form a new country. That is, we have the country have already been formed. Whether like it or not, they must try to organize us by thunder by force. You're not going to allow
You
them.
know,
Yeah.
this family man,
I'm gonna have Britain
India.
have. They
It's
did
unforgivable.
atrocity. That's why we will not forgive them.
Atrocity.
We have rose up to take what belongs to us, and
Atrocity.
if it means fighting them we are there. We will not allow them anymore. We are not going to allow them.
No. Never again. Never again.
Never.
I'm the opinion of never again. Let me tell you.
We have already taken our land.
EU, United Nations, UN, African nation. Listen carefully. I'm not educated, but my English, you people can understand it.
Yes.
Never again. Enough is enough. You people come to my land and collect whatever we have for. Okay, now is okay. Let me not put those past years. For this year, the present one now, 65 years. Is it not enough for you guys? Is it not for you guys?
The oil is not okay for
No,
them.
we're
They want
taking
to make every until the world end.
Are you people still, you know, British? Oh no, they are not. Are you people are evil because you people know that today will come, and you people, I don't know who you people that love with. And you people say 2014 that we have right to go out if Nigeria, if any country that we fought a war and they are not treated not right, that we Biafrans have the right to go to have our own nation. And that 2014 has expired. Why are you fighting us again? Is it not what is in you people's book? Is it not what in you people's international law you people wrote? Eh? It's not expired. It's expired. Why you people run, reverse back now to fight for us and using our people to fight to us because people cannot come that time that you people use yourself to come and fight us. But let me tell you, let me tell you, tap this if you like, tap my land. Yeah, police is listening. I don't care, police. I'm telling your own British government what they wrote in their book that because we fight a war with Nigeria and the time they are going out, they have put us 3 nations together and call us and one Nigeria. And after calling us the one Nigeria, and then that go police people, you can go and type this thing I'm saying, you will see it in your website, in your Google of Great Britain, whether you guys call yourself Great Britain or UK is there. I'm not making it. And they are right that 2014 that if as we keep that 100 years if expire, if Nigeria did not do us right, we have our right to go. And do you know the reason why we are going? You can see the reason why that they are killing my people. Nigerians are killing my Biafran people. They are slaughtered them. They are killing pregnant women. They are violent. And the passport all over the world is not recognized anymore. And they are borrowing money international. And they are not sharing it according to, we are not receiving anything in our land.
They use it to sponsor terrorism.
They are using it to sponsor terrorism, to be buying terrorism. They are using it, to do all manners of evil. That's why we said enough is enough. And we don't have international airports. Police can go eat. We don't have wharf. Police can go eat. We don't have good roads. People can go eat and see. Where that oil is coming from, they are calling Niger Delta. And that Port Harcourt, there's no road in the villages where they're taking that oil and gas. That's why we said enough is enough. We are going. And nobody can hold us. And let me tell all the saboteurs, all the evil saboteurs, the end, Adago.
The end is here.
I think a boon can be Finland is
What's one called? Even America.
I think a boon can America's Webunike. Nkaya Madiche, a Bobunino. Oh, yes, you go. There's only one name. Let us arise. 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 Never again. Namu, I make an edit.
Thank you so much.
No one named the CK. I major our government, USB, Dr. Ngoza Abeza DPM. I make an edit one, you are airborne. I make an edit government to give me their role airborne. I make an edit diamond and the police. Oh, the money not trouble on her. And my soul no go down one. 40 state of Biafra, oye uchunu. Njoja ma fono gana afu ya. Ono gana afu ha no toto gana afu na ono gana afu na abani. Yisi ni ike ka guna no ai na eme nke anyị. Ai na donate ego. Ka yifu no no kono kiti. Kotu ndi police sazi, kotu ndi army sazi. Jisi ni ike umuke no mwai no yani.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate your calling. Thank you so much. You are a wonderful sister. You're welcome. Yes, like I said, our line is still open. In case if you want to call us, you are free to call as we are reading the documents, as we are bringing those things that they hide from us, as we are bringing it in the open. So for them to know that before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu takes off to fight to liberate his people, that the killing is too much. You said only that in killing, violence, inhuman treatment, abuse of rights. You said that only these can lead the people, a group that this thing is being meted on for them to form a new country. The Biafran people that this has been meted on, we have stood up on our right to take our country, called United States of Biafra. You're not gonna stop us. It's not at that time you will come and say you are a Biafran. If you come and tell us, we will not accept it. We have conducted ourselves. We have also conducted our self-referendum vote. That is what we did. So we are now a full country that are looking for what? International recognition. That is all that we are seeking, and we must got it. You can't stop us. You can't. So, let us see those things that ask us to do before we become a country. If we need a new country, let us see it. So we may understand, or people who are making mockery of themselves to know that if you said what I'm doing is not right, is it not clean in Nigeria? The army, are they not burning houses in Biafra land? Christopher Musa, who Tinubu has just resigned after using him to arrest Simon Ekpa. Every day, Simon Ekpa. Today, Ekpa Pachelion, useless people. You have served, you have been sacked in shame. So, let us continue, my people. Let us continue. From participating in the governance of the state and the fundamental rights are violated. Once the fundamental right is what violated, like what we are passing through, then we have right to form our own new country. Must continue.
Last resort, secession is only seen as justified when a group is systematically denied the right to internal self-determination, meaning that...
Do you hear that? Now, moving away from Nigeria is only seen as a justification when a group systematically deny their right to internal. Nigeria denies us our rights. We have oil. There is infrastructure in our land. There is no roads. There is no school. There is no good hospital. No light. Hunger. People are dying in poverty. The place that this oil is coming from. And we also say to the world, we don't believe in oil because those that bought a land in your house, in your country, they're not in oil business. We are people who believe in brain-based economy. That's what we're going to. That's why we said, we are going to give this oil free from Oliza Mazin Nandi Khan, our president. He said, the Biafran people will give many countries oil free. Because we are brain-based people. That is why anywhere we go in this world, we survive without the oil. It's not enough for you to know that we don't even care about the oil. That's making you to killing us and giving people our right. We have come to make it straight and to take what belongs to us. That's why we are here. Whether you call it secession or what do you can call it, we don't give a dime. Self-determination, meaning that they are completely executed from participating in their governance. Listen to this.
They are completely excluded from participating in the governance of the state, and their fundamental rights are violated. Triggering events. The conditions you describe are precisely the kind of violations that could trigger this justification. Insecurity and killing. The state fails to provide the most basic function of a government, security, and may even be an active participant in the violence. Human treatment, abuse of rights.
Do you hear that? These are the things that when is happening, you form a new country. Is it not happening? Umokoko, those one Nigeria list, Mugus everywhere. Is it not is happening? Self-determination, maintaining they are completely executed from participating. Okay, I'll leave that place. The condition you describe as preferably in the kind of violation that could target this justification. What are those things that will target our justification that we don't want a new country? Listen. Insecurity and killing. Insecurity and killing can make a group of people to stand up and say, we want a new country. Are you not hearing from here? The state fails to provide the most basic functions of the government, security, and may even be active practicing in their violence. Nigeria is the one sponsoring the violence that's going on in Nigeria, in Biafra land also. The people of Katsina, the people of Benue knows those are killing them. Even when those people come, they will be calling the Nigerian military army, they will not come because those army are part of those inside the bush, so they have been hated. So they get into uniform for them to protect their people inside the bush. That is why when they clean, they don't come. If you call Nigerian army, they will all off their phone because Okochukwu, the same people. They are what? The same people. They are the same what? People. That is so you, who is the one Nigeria, who calling Nigeria army to come and rescue you, or Nigeria police, who are the Nigeria army? Is the question. Those that inside bush, the same people that took the oath together to wipe you away. What do they do for them to be killing you under authority? Is some of them will just like they surrendered. They will come out, pretend as if they don't want it again. They are the one giving their men information, and they are the one in charge of the Nigerian military. So when you call, they will tell the people they are calling us, "Continue what you are doing, we are not coming," and they will not come. That is why you must rise up. That is why you must stand on your feet to fight against all this injustice, to fight against this bandit, this Boko Haram that is in Nigerian military. Do you know the population of the Boko Haram are outlying the population of the indigenous people in the Nigerian military? Do you know that? The same way they outline the indigenous people in the government apparatus. That is the same way. The Boko Haram, their number outline everybody inside Nigeria because the indigenous people refuses to work because of the killing and no right. These are what you must know. So you may know that they are not going to come until you realize what I'm telling you right now, that they are not coming. Because of what? They are there inside Nigerian military to protect those that they're inside, give them information when you are coming. And they will do what? They will wipe people away. These are pure facts and figures. You ask yourself, why is it that when they are here killing our people, we call them, they will not come? Okay, you want them to come and kill their own fellow gang, their own fellow brother? They are in the same mission to Islamize you? Stop being a fool, man. You gotta stand up. You must stand and defend yourself. Honor self-determination. Form your Hausa country. It's the time that we're supposed to be talking about the Hausa country right now. Whatever you may call it. Start forming it. Please, as you come, like and share the program. Let it go viral. We are here. We are live on the way direct. Our lines are still open for phone call in case anytime you wish to call us, we will answer your call. Even if we miss it, keep on the comments that we call with no pick. Maybe sometimes the phone is on the no disturb because of I use the phone to read documents also because our gadget is not yet ready. Our laptop is not yet ready because of the phone. So I hope you are following. I want to ask questions in the comments. Do we continue or do we stop? We have maximum 3 hours. Do you want us to fill the document? Yeah, James goes here. Thank you so much. Please, do we continue? Now, they told us here that what will make people to seek for a new country is what? Insecurity and killing. Insecurity and killing is what will make people to seek for a new country. It's part of it. Human rights treatment abuse. Human treatment abuse of rights. Like what you are passing in Nigeria. That you don't have right to protest. You, that when you protest, they will throw you tear gas, they will shoot you, they will arrest you, they will imprison you, they will sentence you. That is human treatment abuse of rights. They say that all these things call for you to have your own nation. So where you can be free to exercise your free will as a human being that you are. Even in Nigeria, animals has value more than the indigenous people. They treat animal on nice. They respect cow more than human being. If you kill one cow, one cow in Nigeria, they will kill 5 indigenous people. Tell me why you want to live in such a country. Okay, so you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Please like and share. YouTube, allow our page. Stop attacking us. Stop. Why that whenever you are saying the truth, your page will always be under attack? Our likes are 35. They bring it down. They start minusing. Go and check those on the view. They leave only to the 3 there. They will hide the other one inside. YouTube. All of you are corrupt. You can shut it down if you like. Why attacking the page? Are we throwing gun here? Are we killing human being here? We are exercising our rights. Freedom of speech. And we are kicking people away. No matter how we do it, we must deliver. My people. Include massive growth and the systematic violation of human rights, such as genocide, ethnic cleansing, Like what is happening in Biafra land? What is happening in Benue? What is happening in Jos? What is happening in Castena? What is happening in Jigawa? What is happening in Kwara? All these areas, these things are going on. They told you that this kind of thing is what will happen. You will form your own country. Why Nigeria? See, if you're somebody who is calling for Nigeria military to come and save you, who is Nigeria military? Boko Haram, rehabilitated. Use your brain. Use your common sense. So you now understand what is going on. Make use of your common sense. Ask yourself, over 5,000 rehabilitated Boko Haram, who are they? Are they not the one wearing the uniform? How do you think that they want to kill their brother? They took oath even before they left to go for that thing they called habitation. They took an oath that they will tell you if we are, when the government said that we should come. We will give a question on how we are coming and where we are, so you can lay ambush. And when they do that, they will not follow. Go and check those who are fighting them. It's only the Mumu Hausa who are in the military. The Mumu Benue people and the Mumu Yorubas, the Mumu Igbos. They are the one there doing this. When they are going, the people will give information, they will lay ambush. That is why when you are under attack, and also because of they are the one that are in head of all the military apparatus. They are commanders, they are general, they are brigadier. So how could you go? How could they come? They will tell them, do not move an inch, remember where you are. They will off their phone. Because Nigeria is a place when the order must come from Abuja. Is it not true? Am I lying? Where the order will come from, where? Abuja is where the order will come from. When the Abuja off the phone, the junior officers is going nowhere. They will wait until the final authority said, oh yeah, move. They call them zombie, no they move, unless you call them zombie. That is who they are. The killing happening in Nigeria is sponsored by Nigeria, by the government. They are benefiting from there. So when you are calling Nigeria police, Nigeria means to come and help you. You are calling the Boko Haram to come. How did they, in the north, they allow them? In the Biafra land, in the place they call Southeast, happen to be Biafra land, they use those in the military with the armor tanker. Me, who has served Nigeria, on the day I was coming out on Monday, in my own street, one small Fulani boy wanted to flog me. I said, if you try it, before their commander told him he's also a commander in this area. I said, this boy want to mess me up. They don't want to see a young man because their mission. Have you asked yourself, why if they kill a pregnant woman, they will open the woman's womb and bring out this child and also slaughter because of they want to do what? Because they want to take over your land, because they know that the woman will give a birth, that one will start growing up, somebody will be dead. That is why when they kill, they open the womb and take the child and also slaughter a new baby that is inside the womb. Imagine such a people. They are the one in the military. How are they going to serve you? Yes. They also bring Christianity, religion, to fight us also. No, they will say, go and pray to God. Do not do anything. God will only help those who help themselves. Mary, can you pray more than Israel? Who are you? But then it happened, they grab their arm. They move. They defend their land. You will pray. That is all you care. That is all you can do. Crying, complaining, and lamenting. We, the Biafran people, under our governments, under the country called United States of Biafra, we have left Nigeria. We have exited Nigeria. I am not a Nigerian. I am a Biafran. Because before the amalgamation, I was an Igbo man. Before that, I was a Biafran. Nigeria is like when a fowl lay an egg. What is that that's coming to egg? You know what is that? The small chicken babies. You know that? That is how Nigeria it is. But remember, the fowl was already existing before the fowl give birth. Before the bat lay egg. The fowl lay egg. Then if it's the animal, they will carry it on their stomach like the way they carry their own human being. You must understand from where your problem started. You must understand the solution to what is going on. Let me ask you this question. If the real Hausas today are the one in the military protecting their border, can Fulani come and kill any of them in the Benue or in the north? The answer is no. The answer is what? No. Is it not true? Then, if an Igbo man is protecting Biafra land, tell me who will enter the border and come and kill? If Hausa man, if Yoruba man is in charge to protect his people, he will love and value them. Because those who are claiming they are security for you are all member rehabilitated Boko Haram. Those on the top are them also. It's only then they will tell that a Boko Haram repentance can become a president. What he wants them to instruct for is not to kill people more. In their nature, in their operation is to come and kill and possess your land. And by bringing them inside government and give them right, is to give them authorized the authority to continue the killing. You don't know that? The Biafran people have seen all this. That is why America, UK, EU, UN. That is why we make a declaration. You say that will come will be the last option. Now that with all this I'm going to show you right now, as evidence of what I'm saying. Now that is happening, why are you delayed to give us our recognition after our declaration? Why do you continuously like to indigenous people to be dying and you claim we are giving them aid? The aid you give them is the hands of the Boko Haram. They use it to buy nation to wipe away the indigenous people. Nigeria is the economy that we borrow money to pay to sponsor terrorism. And that is why they are owing money all over the world. Today, Tinubu cannot go to England again. I don't know what is him. All his attention now is on where? All his attention is in France. All his attention is where? In France. That is where he put all his attention. Because Macron, evil man like him, want to help him to kill the indigenous people. That's what is going on there. This is absolutely what is going on. You talk about killing, human rights abuse, intimidation, that will lead to people to go and do what? Insecurity. Listen to this. This one is not coming from Biafran people. Oh. This one is not coming from what I'm going to give to you. None of them is coming from us. None of the video I want to play now is coming from any Biafran. Rather, it is coming from those that are not Biafrans. So you can see the witness clearly. Listen to a woman from UK, what they said. Listen. Listen, I'm coming. So you know that I am not making up anything.
In 2021,
Listen.
Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, was abducted by Nigerian security forces in Nairobi, Kenya. Since his detention, he has been subjected to torture and many other unpleasantries. A United Nations Rights Council report released a damning assessment of Nigeria's government's treatment and called for his immediate release.
Okay.
My right honourable friend from Camberwell and Peckham has worked tirelessly on behalf of Mr. Kanu and is urging the Foreign Secretary to do more to secure his release. Nigeria is a Commonwealth nation that receives tens of millions in UK aid.
Do you hear that? They receive tens of millions from UK.
Benefactors with aid. Part of this aid support must be a commitment to human rights and upholding the right to fair trials. Mr. Canoe must be given access to a fair and due process. A British citizen travelling on the British passport should not be kidnapped in a third country and dragged to a Nigerian prison. The government needs to get much tougher.
Did you hear it? The area I want to get is that they are giving Nigeria 10 millions of aid. Billions of aid to Nigeria. What are they using it to do? Don't worry, I will show you. I will show you what they are using those millions of aid to do. I will show you. They use it to do what? Listen. They're giving the millions of aid, 10 millions of aid to support money for Nigeria to be a better place. What happened? After you have given them money, this is look at what they use the money to do. Listen, you will see coffee, human dead body. See it here. Killings of indigenous people. That is what they use the money to sponsor by Fulanis, by jihadis, by Boko Haram, by Lakrowa, who attacked the station on Friday. Are you seeing this? You see it? Over 31 people one day was massacred. That is what Nigeria used the aid we are giving to them to do, to kill indigenous people, to take over their land. That is why we are calling on you to stop giving them any aid. Stop! UK, stop. Stop giving Nigeria aid. They use aid to massacre and kill the indigenous people. People cry every day. People cry every day. Lost their lovely ones every day. I hope you have seen your aid. What they use it to do. Don't worry, we are coming for. Let's see the other videos so you will see what they use the aid you give them to do. How do to sponsor Fulanis, the bandits, to continue killing the indigenous people.
Tried.
Listen to this.
Yeah, the primary driving force of the killing of Christians in Nigeria is
Okay.
the Fulani tribe. They're a radical Islamist tribe that practice a Saudi Arabian
Sunnis.
Saudi Arabian Sunni form of Islam that is the same ideology of ISIS, the same ideology of Boko Haram, and they have declared that Nigeria is theirs for the taking. And Allah has given them Nigeria, so they feel that.
Not me. This your own people now who has come out to talk.
And so they've just been running unimpeded for the last 20 years. I call it death by 1,000 attacks. So it's not like a giant army going in and taking over major cities, but systematically over time, they move in. They're not indigenous to Nigeria, but they move in, they grow the population, they gain political power. Once they have the political power, then the killing starts. And then once they have the political cover in these northern states, then they start going after more land and more villages and start doing the killing. And this is why hardly anybody talks about it, because they have the political cover even within the Nigerian government to go do these killings and run around on just killing Nigerians.
So Fulanis
Are you hearing?
herdsmen. That's their occupation. That's their job. So you often see them with herds of cattle, and that's where they make their money. And they're actually stretched from Senegal all the way to Central Africa. Some say even to South Sudan, into Sudan. So that people are very nomadic. And when he says they're not indigenous to Nigeria, means they will not. If you speak to a Fulani in Senegal, where are you from? They'll say, I'm Fulani. I'm from everywhere, right? I'm not Nigerian. They don't have Nigerian passports. They have no form of identity.
Do you hear it?
Nomadic ones. There's some who've settled since the 1800s in cities and set up in politics, as Judd said. But so in 1804, the Fulani Jihad was declared, and they wiped out, or they tried to wipe out all the infidels, anyone who didn't want to convert to their belief of Islam, and that's where it kind of got bad. But there are, to be fair, there are Fulanis who are Christians. They had dreams and visions. It's not because a missionary or some Western person converts them. That's a misnomer. It's somehow they come to know who Jesus was through a vision, something, and they're stuck in a rock and a hard place, because if they tell anyone in their family that they've converted to Christianity, they'll be killed.
You hear it? The killing that is going on in Nigeria. The world has come to talk about it. The injustice that is going on. It's all over. It's all over. That is why we, the Biafran people, have stood up and walk away. Britain should stop giving Nigeria money to massacre indigenous people. Britain, stop giving Nigeria aid. America, stop giving Nigeria aid. They are not using this aid to save the people's life. Rather, they are using it to do what? To help to massacre the citizens of the land. That is why we have taken it upon ourselves to liberate ourselves. And that is also why the devil have also said no, that we are not going to be part of this anymore. So any aid you give, the more you give them aid, the more they use their fire weapon and give to those people who want to Islamize Nigeria. That is the agenda. That is the agenda, to Islamize Nigeria. See it fully here.
This is the mass burial.
This is mass burial.
The people that were massacred at Yelwara Church village
in Nigeria.
Barikilak, the local government of Plateau State, on the 14th of this month.
Okay.
Behind each coffin is a story, a family, and a dream.
Okay.
These are not just bodies, but children, parents, siblings, and friends whose potential and contribution to humanity were tragically silent by these bloodthirsty demons. Enough of this Christian cleansing. For how long can we continue like this? For how long can people continue to gather to perform mass burial for their beloved ones?
I hope the world has seen this. UK, hope you are seeing. UN, you are seeing. EU, you are seeing.
Enough is enough.
America, you are seeing.
Enough of this.
This is it. So when we talk, there is a reason why that we are saying why we decide to exit Nigeria, because Nigeria in the first place is not a country. Nigeria is a death sentence to every indigenous people. Because as the time is going, we are trying to narrate what is known of Nigeria. Nigeria happens to be a death sentence to every indigenous people. That is why we are calling on all the EU, we are calling on all of you to help and stop this killing and this genocide that is going on. You said that if when this kind of thing is happening, that people has their right to form their own country, to live in their own country. And the ones we are doing it, what will happen? You people will tag those who are fighting to make their people terrorists, and you will allow them. That is why Mazdan Kano was kidnapped over 5 years ago in Kenya, and he's still in prison. He kidnapped out of his own will and bring him down to Kenya. And what you want us to fold our hands to be watching as they are cleaning our people more and more, we have said no. That is why we stood up and make a declaration of a new country on November 29, 2024. United States of Biafra is the name of the new country that has emerged, that has left Nigeria. That is it. The killings is much, and we are here to tell the world that we are not going to continue in that way. We want a free nation. We want to, in fact, we want to be the one in charge of our life. Not to be in charge of our life anymore. That is our offense. And because of we saw all this killing, and we decided to do what? We decided to say, no, let us live on our own. Let Nigeria, people that want one Nigeria, live in one Nigeria. And is it by force to live together? Why are they forcing us? Why they will say we are going, they will bring a more tanker. They will bring healers. This is all we are seeing. That's why we are calling on the world to assist us, to answer us. So all these things will stop, and we will have a free nation on our own, and nobody.
Nigeria unique is that Christians are not even a tiny minority. They make up almost half the population, 100 million people. Yet they live as if they're second-class citizens, especially in the north. the Nigerian government's failed to take any meaningful action to prevent attacks, and the violence is relentless. In Benue State alone, one diocese recorded 93 villages attacked, 330 farmers killed in just a year.
Okay.
This past June, a couple months ago, another attack in Benue.
That is ethnic cleansing.
The town killed 100 people, forced 4,000 to leave. And not just killings, Gabriella. We're speaking of abductions, burned villages, destruction of churches, millions forced into camps where they lack even the basics. And every single day, Nigerian Christians wake up to the fresh news of kidnappings or attacks. It's not sporadic, it's systematic, it's targeted, it's gone on for decades with little accountability.
Absolutely horrific. Can you talk to us about how the aid to the Church in Need supports the suffering, oppressed and persecuted Christians?
Yeah, sure. Look, for 80 years, the work of ACN has been to keep the faith alive, as we say, in those places where...
This is not enough. What we want is for you to sanction and rebuke Nigeria territorial integrity. That is what will end all this. No anything that will end it.
You see?
Stop this.
Right
You
now?
white man, stop sending these people. Stop giving them arm.
Arguments. Because I believe
This is what
all
you
those
do.
people that keep on arguing is all those people that are wicked here in this country.
Look at the white man sponsoring the helicopter, bringing weapons. Go and kill them.
That's why you can.
What is your gain?
Do something that
What is your
liberates
gain,
country,
white man?
That you lift up your country. You cannot do something so that others will be proud of your country. Tying your country down every blessed day.
This is
Killing
it.
innocent citizen of Nigeria. Killing them for no just cause.
Okay.
Only you have the power, you have everything. Nobody is driving that power with you. Still, you use that power to suppress the citizens of Nigeria. And tomorrow, you also be arguing with me, abusing me inside my page, inside the page I suffer for. I open my page because of all these atrocities that are happening in this country, especially in northern Nigeria. Especially in northern Nigeria. Nigeria
Using the helicopter. Who own it? White
Anything
man.
that comes out into this country.
White people own this.
Here, and we kill
Not
us.
a black man. It's a white man coming out from that helicopter.
let's
Who
support
gives this
this
AK-47
country.
right now?
Nigerians, so not be news again say bandits they get this day for Katsina State. No be news again. You don't understand? No be news again because the pictures they fly everywhere. The pictures have been flying since morning. You understand? But I want to bring our attention to some notable faces here. Make I start with this person. Remember this guy? I don't tell you video about this guy. His name is Babaru. This guy here kidnapped a military general.
Okay.
Tiga. Now he kidnapped Tiga. This guy here was responsible for the 32 souls that were lost in Mantau.
Okay.
He attacked a worship center in Mantau.
In church. Worship center.
32 souls there.
He killed 32 people.
Having a peace deal with the people of Castina.
Yes.
Not just that, so this same Babaru don't murder militaries.
Okay.
Like I can't count them. This guy here, Nigerians.
Do you hear it?
So not be news again. Say, the mercy. We are showing them love, but they didn't see.
These things that you said when these things are happening,
I don't know whether
that our people were free to form a new country.
I've already told my family, my members, if they kidnap me, nobody should contribute one kobo.
You see how people live in their faith.
My grave will speak. My blood will raise war that will lead to Christian liberation.
Okay. Deceive yourself.
That day is coming. I'm just waiting for them. Even I will tell them, please kill me quickly. Because nobody will bring cover. And if they call home, they will tell them our daddy covenant last week that we should never pay a cover. Please kill him. Because my blood will be useful while I'm in the grave. He will fight to finish him. And I know Jesus has approved that for me. I speak
I'll be more dangerous.
Do you see the fate of people in Nigeria? And the UK is giving them aid. Remember that our line is still open for you in case if you call, if you wanna call.
Say congratulations to Nigeria.
Please.
You see, ba, a
So-
broken bottle has no repertoire.
You want to watch Blue?
I want to know that everything that's happening now, that the world, we have already shown you everything. Why the Biafran people stood up and formed a new country? Our order is very simple. We cannot endure this and we cannot relate this. That is why we did what? We stood up and formed our own new country. And nobody will stop us from having this new country. Look at how the indigenous people are running away from their land. All is insecurity. See it here. They are running. People are leaving their house and running outside. Well, if they might sleep, they might not wake up. They will come here and buy them. Attack just happened some days ago here. Those who survived come, they have packed their things. This is what is called ethnic cleansing. Is it not this is what is called ethnic cleansing? You told us that when it's happening, that we should do what? That we should form a new country. We are showing you so for you to know.
Yes.
That today,
Would you?
that we have stood up to take care of our land.
I recently
And also-
watched a clip from Bill Maher. He's an atheist who runs a
Guys, this video is for.
So, my people, we must stood up.
This is the only thing.
Support the Biafran people. Give us interest recognition so we can free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, free Simon Ekpa. Look at them. Look at it. Look at what they do. They have kidnapped the indigenous people. They are everywhere killing the indigenous people.
They have
That is
You know
what,
what?
because of one thing.
sold Igbo land and they have collected the money.
Listen to this.
Erego ndị Igbo na rego. Some of our
I have played with this video here
You know-
before, so I want you to know that we as the Biafran people has bring everlasting solution into what is going on in Nigeria. We have bring everlasting solution. If you see anybody who is shouting Nigerian, we have that person is a fool. I told you I want to know that from today that why they are not going to help you is that all of them are in charge of what is happening. They are the one that are sponsoring the killing. How? All the Boko Haram members are the full head of Nigeria authority. Remember, America, that Afghanistan was working with you, was working with you in the morning, but in the night they become Afghanistan. This is what is the same thing. The same they are using the template of Afghanistan. That's why they are all the authorities. That is why in every business they are in charge. That is why in the head of every military position, police, whatever, Air Force, they are in charge. Why? Because they want to repeat what happened to Afghanistan for Nigeria again. And the America is watching. Do nothing. Only talking is not enough. What is enough is to recognize United States, to recognize United States of Biafra. Number one. Then, number two, sanction Nigeria, revoke their mandate of the so-called territorial integrity that are killing the indigenous people that is no longer working. These are the things that we all must have in mind. So my people, if no call comes in, we have spent our 3 hours here, maybe we may decide to shut the program down or to go and rest because I spoke for confirmed 3 hours Sunday. It's not easy. It's not easy. I want to know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be free. The freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the president of the University of Biafra who was kidnapped in Kenya over 5 years ago with a British passport as a citizen. Mazen Simon Ekpa was arrested since last year November by British authority including with this Nigeria, where these killings are going on today. Where these killings are going on today. So, the injustice, the inhuman treatment, the insecurity, the intimidation, the killing you told us here is why we, as the Biafran people, have decided to do what? To have our own nation and move on with our own country, whether you like it or not. I think we will not finish this document today because it's very long. But let us try if you can finish it, because it's very important that we already know the things and so we continue. Let us hear.
This includes massive, gross, and systematic violations of human rights, such as genocide, ethnic cleansing, severe discrimination, political imprisonment, torture, and a breakdown of the rule of law.
Let me ask you this. Is it not still happening? Is it happening till today? The ethnic cleansing is going on. Inhuman treatment is going on. Genocide is going on. All these things that you ask, that when you see this is happening, that you should form a new country, they're happening. That is why the Biafra, you can see all the video I'm giving to you. Killing, mass burial, in Biafra land, armor tanker everywhere, under gun and bullet. That is the by force amalgamation, which means I don't want to. Do you know why I said it? Because the Biafra people is conducting election in Anambra. They thought people will come out on the streets. They are there to arrest and kidnap them. That is why you see Nigerian military in our homeland. The only reason why you see Nigerian military in our land because of election that is going on in old Anambra, where we have present now 3 states, Ikemba, Odimegwu, and the Omambla. That is what is going on. Because when you say, I don't want Nigeria, they will offer your life. Is it where you want us to stay? Britain, UK, England, London, America, Russia, Israel. The time has come for Africa will liberate themselves. Immediately Biafra become a free country. We will become a better country in the future.
Internal versus external self-determination. The claim for a new country arises when the ruling government fails to meet the obligations of internal self-determination. 1. Internal self-determination. The goal. This is the basic right of all peoples to freely pursue their economic, social, and cultural development within the framework of the existing state. It requires the government to be representative of the entire population, including minority groups.
Do you hear it? The claim for a new country arises when the ruling government fails to meet the obligation of internal self-determination. Number 1, internal self-determination. The goal, this is the basic right of all people to freely pursue their economy, social and cultural development within the framework of the existing state. That is where they also get it wrong again. How could we when the current state is the one killing, committing genocide, ethnic cleansing? How do you want people to protect their culture and their economy? Why are you lying, Britain? Why are you lying, US? Why your UN charter is lying? That's the question we are asking. Why? You know. How could that place how could we protect our culture? The culture that Britain did not value, and he come to marginalize the people. And we said now we're taking it back, and you are against it. You are lying. Because you value trade integrity more than human being. But why do you not go and bring all the animals together and jam their head together now? Why do you build zoo where you put lion separate, put snake separate, put this one separate? Why? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why do you build those things and put it separate? Why do you come to Southeast? Why do you come to Nigeria? And the first people, the amalgamation was by force. Why did you come and force us to stay? Why did the Britain, or why did you left a group that you left and stay on your own today? You're on your own, you are free to do whatever you want. But people, you must intimidate them. We will not condone this anymore. Sorry, my people. We are not going to take any sorry. So, when the framework of the existing state, it requires the government to be represent of their entire population, including majority group, minority group. That the so-called Nigeria, you have seen they have failed. They are not protecting any group at all. They are killing. Nigeria is the one sponsoring those, hiding, buying weapons, and give those that are killing the indigenous people. Then how did you want them to stay? How do you want us to be there? And that is why we say, no, we are not part of this anymore. Okay, let us go again.
2. External self-determination, the remedy. If a government systematically and violently denies a distinct group its internal rights, the group may argue that the compact, or social contract, is broken. Secession is then claimed as the only remaining way to realize their right to self-determination.
Do you hear the last option they give us? The last option is extreme self-defense. That is the remedy. Remedy of what? When the way Nigeria government has failed to protect the people of the country, they said it's systematically and violent and deny the group their rights. That is what is going on. They denied all of us our rights. You cannot, Nigeria is the only country you cannot protest. If you protest, you are dead. You will be arrested and sentenced. Is it not denying people their rights that we're talking about? You said that all this is what the only last option is secession. Is that claim as the only remain way to realize the right of self-determination? That is what the Biafran people has done. That is what leads us to make a declaration of a new country on November 29, 2024. That is where you see USB, United States of Biafra, was really declared officially on November 29, 2024. Because of all this that happened here. Let us see some corner this happens to them, they quickly declare their country. Let us see.
In essence, when a state becomes so abusive or dysfunctional that it no longer protects a significant portion of its people, those people may assert the right to separate and create a new state where they can govern themselves safely. This argument has been crucial in the formation of countries like Kosovo and was a major factor in the breakups of states like Yugoslavia.
I hope you heard it clearly. I hope you heard it clearly. This is problem that people like Kosovo face in. They build a new country, Yugoslavia have their own country. Why our own is different? Why not organizing us? Why not allow us to be? We don't want Nigeria. The same way Kosovo refused, the same way Yugoslavia refused and become their country today. That is why I told that your law was meant for only the white people, not for black people. The law is survival of the white. Why in the eyes of the black is death to us? It's intimidation, human rights abuse. We don't have our rights. That is what it's all about. Because you told Ukraine, because of they are white, that it is their inalienable right to stay on their own. But when it's come to where we are, all the whole game will change. But we are here to do what? To correct all this wrong and put it the way and in the right way that all these things are supposed to be. That is why the only United States of Biafra recognition is solution to all these inhuman treatments and all killing going on in Nigeria. Try it and see how is the best solution for you to give us recognition so we can stop all the killings. My people, we are going to end it here. If you have time, we might come back again in the line this night, or we may not, depending on our time. So from me, from here, I thank you so much for being here. And also say again, happy Sunday. You have understand why the Biafran people decided to walk away from this animal country called Nigeria. The death sentence. The meaning of one Nigeria is a death sentence to every indigenous people. Now Nigeria means ethnic cleansing. One Nigeria means genocidal war. One Nigeria means intimidation. One Nigeria means abuse of human. All these things is what amalgamation and what one Nigeria means to our life. That is why we say no, that we cannot continue. That's why we stood up and make a declaration of a new country called United States of Biafra, with an effective government and defined territory, parent population, and a capacity to enter into relations. We have all achieved that. That is what it asks us to do. What is holding you, if not that you are corrupt? From me, from here, it's a good night. Thank you so much. Until we see again.